Howdy, folks. I am Charles Deering. That's John Cousins on your right. Or if you're Canadian, it's still on your right. And Josh Grover, the police still haven't shown up. Don't anybody be alarmed. We just had a Middle Easterner threaten to send the police because somehow he thinks we hacked his internet. That was hilarious all in itself. Thank you for being here, John. Literally with less than a minute left to go, somebody finally showed up on my panel.
I just saw a message from Russ saying, "Oh, somebody will be there."
Yeah, I said you could be too. Thank you all for being here. I was watching Makers International podcast earlier. I got tired, which I know never happens, and laid down. Then I woke up, and here we are.
You took a nap and woke up.
We're gonna see how many times John will get sent to the corner tonight.
None at all.
Or how long his lovely bride will let him play with the fellers. Hello, Chad.
I've been out here all afternoon because I was watching the Makers podcast and talking to everybody who was in there. Then we jumped over to Jamie's, and then we jumped over to Caitlin's, and then I started my live, and then I was in Wesley's, and then it got cut off from Canada. Imagine that.
Dang it, Wes.
I know.
I forgot Jamie does lives after the podcast, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I sincerely forgot that.
They're just premieres, though.
Oh, okay. Well, nice. We have, I don't think it's a glitch. We have 11 people watching. I appreciate that. Mike Kim, as in Midnight Jokers, out in the chat, as is Chad Benton. They're watching over on YouTube, and Pat H, or Path to some people, Josh Grover. Tomorrow he'll be working on my frames. I'm tickled to death. Looking forward to getting those for this. There's 2 of these, and one, the other John Wayne I did. And hoping people will stick around. We're down to 9 already because I'm not starting quick enough. And this piece wouldn't vibrate so much if it wasn't for Josh forcing me to cut out this shadow.
Josh forced you to cut the roof off, eh?
Yes.
Like, hey, I wonder what's gonna happen if you cut that roof first. Maybe it'll stay stable enough. You can just do it all.
That's what the tape is, folks. I'll show the camera here quickly. We have Dennis Wood Den out in the chat on YouTube. We have Tim Dinsmore watching again. Hello, sir. Watching over on YouTube. Appreciate you being here. There's my energy drink. Now, a lot of this is going to be upside down because I'll be working in the technically upper right corner, but for y'all, it's going to be lower left.
Dustin Eam, he's also over on Facebook, said, I jump in every now and then. What's up, Charlie?
What's up, Dustin? He was going to buy my I'm putting him on the spot to make him feel guilty. He was going to buy my at or whatever it was, Star Wars character. Never did because he doesn't love me. Just kidding, Dustin. I know life gets in the way and stuff happens. Okay, so so if anybody has any comments or questions while we're going, feel free to throw them out there as long as they're family friendly. My distinguished guest, Dr. Pepper, will read them for you, and then John might.
Josh just said you're gonna have a Dr. Pepper stain on your tree and on the barn now.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Dustin. Message me. I already gave you the price, by God, and I still have it. And yes, I'm guilt tripping you, but playfully. But if it works, I'll take it. Thank you very much for being here, John. I was literally under a minute thinking, oh, God, I'm going to be alone. People are going to have to hear me talk the whole time, which I do anyway. But anyway, we're doing this upside down because it's closer to me. I'm going to do the barn roof first, and then we got to do all those wascally trees that Herb insisted that we put on the detail here. So
yeah.
But I figured it would look kind of cool to see the whole picture while I'm doing it.
Charlie, what's going on? You're placing blame on everybody else for doing everything for you. Oh, Josh made me do this, and John made me do this, and Dennis made me do this, and Herb made me do this.
Well, see, because I can't take any of the blame because I'm the host. I'm kidding. Dave Gatton says, "Are you still making that barn thing?" Yes, sir, I am. Part of the reason, Dave, is I took a break from live streams, but also I only work on this project during live streams, not when I'm not live. So that's part of it. And the reason why I put my email address down there, if you're being serious, Dustin, that is my PayPal email address that's ticking across the bottom there, as well as my regular everyday email address. So anybody ever wants to write to me and cuss me out, throw me money, that email address going across the bottom is my PayPal email address, as well as my everyday email address. Thank you very much, Dustin. If you're not trolling me, I'm kidding. John Navis joined us. Let me read the comments, then I'll shut up and let you start reading. John. Sure. Josh says, "Hey Chad, it's been a while. Been busy with custom orders lately. Yep. Chicken to poop for breakfast. Yep. Good to see you, Dave Gatton. It's been a while. Dave Gatton is the reason why y'all can hear me over the saw, because he got me these headphones that have a microphone right by my mouth. All right, John, I'll let you take over my extinguished. Distinguished.
Over in Facebook there's somebody named Jessica Flores. Is she saying, "What up, Uncle Charlie"?
That's my nephew's wife.
I know. Just bugging you. Dustin says, "Oh, she's going to buy it now for sure." Alan Carter's over on Facebook watching as well.
I'm responding to Dustin on Facebook with my email address in case he left the stream. Hopefully I spelled that right.
Chad Batten and over on YouTube. I feel you, buddy. I've been slammed. Awesome, but busy. Busy's good to have, but just don't burn yourself out, though.
And I know a lot of people have good intentions about buying things, and then they forget about it because it's been so long.
Is that a dig on me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was playfully giving Dustin crap, but life gets in the way and we forget things and stuff like that. So I get it 100%. And Dustin, any more correspondence, if it's family friendly, can be done on the live stream, because if I keep stopping, I'll never get going again. Go ahead.
No, you go.
That was it. I'm just getting ready to go again.
Oh, you get Charles is actually going to start scrolling less than 10 minutes into the show, people. Less than 10 minutes.
Don't get excited yet. I still need a swig of my Dr. Pepper now. Come on now.
So over on YouTube, Lawrence Aldris has joined us. Mike from Midnight Joker. We're all saying hey to him. Chad Batten. Most of the time, it's easier said than done. Exactly. Too much work. It'll do you down.
Dang good to see you again, Dave Gatton. It's good to see everybody again, but Dave Gatton hadn't been here in a while that I'm aware of.
Well, as far as I know, Dave stopped doing his show. Oh no, Dave, you're still doing your morning coffees, aren't you?
Yeah, he stopped doing the Saturday night show is what he stopped doing.
That's what it was.
But I think he moved it to Wednesdays. I could be wrong because I've slept since then. Mimi Lord, hello, Mimi, you beautiful creature, you. Josh Grover says we have at least 20 minutes still to start scrolling. Act like you know me. Act like you know me or something. Come on now.
But Mr. Gatton, it's nice to see a lot more CNC guys joining in these scrolling shows.
Yeah, because
got to throw that out there.
I was gonna make a CNC joke, but I adore Dave. But I also adore Russ Meadows, and we give him crap about CNCs.
No.
Yeah, just every now and then. Tickled to have y'all here, by God. We're going to see if we can have a YouTube glitch and have a bunch of overseas people threaten me with police, and boy, had me shaking in my sandals, I tell you what.
Mimi, you're throwing me off because you're on YouTube now instead of Facebook.
Dennis says, hey, Charles, send something to your Facebook page about Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I saw that, but it was right before I went live, so I didn't have a chance to respond. But yeah, it's making fun of Dr. Pepper because everybody loves me. All right.
Well, I sent something to you. I messaged you something too about Dr. Pepper.
I think you sent me the same thing. It was in our group chat. The exact same thing Dennis posted on my timeline, yeah.
It was fun.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure all my fans are on and Dust Collection, if you want to call it that.
Oh, and if my voice sounds a little off, it's because I'm eating your dinner right now.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you being so into this that you came while you're eating, to the show. Tim Dinsmore, seeing that Dr. Pepper on the pattern, I was wondering if putting some weight on it was possible would give you some resistance. It might, a little too much resistance. But if I spill my Dr. Pepper, that's reason enough to end the show and my career, like I have one. That's pretty funny, Tim, but appreciate you being here. Does anybody want the camera in closer? The reason why I have it out so far is I wanted people to have something remotely exciting to look at rather than just the roof and the trees that I'm working on. But y'all can still see where the blade's going in. So I figured it's a good balance. I reckon. I've been wrong before though.
Mimi just said that her YouTube notification come up before her Facebook one did.
Dustin Amy has bought the. Was it an ATST?
Was it an AT-AT? Did you do an AT-AT?
It was the two-legged walker that they had when those little bear-looking things. What are they called?
The bear-looking things, the Ewoks.
Ewoks, yes.
Oh, you're obviously not a Star Wars.
No, for some reason I almost said Jawa, but that was the guy with the little lit up eyes. I've seen it. I love Star Wars, but a while back I did a live stream or a couple live streams of the two-legged walking ones that were in that. I believe that was Empire Strikes Back, and Dustin Amy loved it and wanted to buy it, and he had forgotten about it, or me, and or didn't love me anymore, and he just now paid for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is sold. Thank you so much, Dustin. I will throw clear coat and everything over that, and make sure it's pretty for you, and I'll put a backer on it. Do you want a backer on it? I mean, ordinarily I put ATST. I thought so. I usually put backers on things, but if you don't want me to, I won't. But that will add about a day so I can get it cut and paint and let the fumes dissipate before I mail it. But we can discuss that on Facebook. And by the way, Dustin is watching over on Facebook. Go ahead, John.
Why is he calling you a chickadee?
I have no idea. Kind of like Chuck or Charles. I don't know.
Typo. Chickadee. We're going to call Charles Chickadee for the rest of the show now, people.
Damn autocorrect. Calling me Chickadee.
Chickadee.
Okay, we're going to be putting a backer on it, so give me 2 days tops, Dustin. That way I can make sure everything's painted, clear-coated, and the fumes will be gone. But you have my word. I'll send it to you. Hopefully you included your address on the PayPal transaction. Yay. Okay, so now I won't run out of Dr. Pepper. All right, we're going to get going here. We haven't reached 20 minutes yet, so I want to piss off Josh. Just kidding.
Hey, have you ever watched that movie Nell?
I guess not.
Lead actress from Silence of the Lambs. I can't remember her name. Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster stars in it. Nell. Anyway, she's her and her sister had a secret language, and they used to call each other Chickapay. It's okay, Chickapay.
All right, that's weird.
So we can call you Chickadee.
I would never do anything so childish. You know me. I'm the model of maturity here.
That's the way it works.
I am so excited once these are done. Not just because they're done, but I truly love this design, and I think it'll look gorgeous in somebody's living room. If not mine, because as much as I suck at selling, I'll probably have them for a while, and that's not me whining. That's just me being honest. But I love this design, and I think it's going to look awesome. 3 feet, 37 inches wide, 23 3/4 tall.
Yeah, Mike, this from the film with Jodie Foster. It's okay, Chickapay.
And I can't say this enough for people that haven't been here yet. Working on an old rickety barn like this, if you don't stay on the line, it's okay.
Dustin's got to go now.
Dang it, Dustin. Well, I appreciate you spending your money and leaving, sir. That's the best way to do these
exactly. That's the way we need most of our viewers to be. Come in the show, pay us the money, and leave right away.
Thank you so much, Dustin. I really appreciate it. Regarding staying on the line with an old rustic barn like this, I am referring to the barn part. I mean, when you get to the Cowboys, well, okay, John can give some feedback on this too, but 9 times out of 10, you really only need to worry about staying on the line as close as possible when it's like people that are recognizable, features that are recognizable, anything that makes your subject recognizable. If it's just a general shape, sometimes you can get away with going off the line and not having to start over. John, would you have any feedback?
I agree. I concur.
Thank you.
Well, the thing is, I was also just discussing this on my show as well, is that when you're doing animals as well, you don't have to stay on the lines. You can pick and choose what you want to do, just as long as it stays true to the form of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And also with lettering, you want to try and try and stay within your line, but you know, if you make an error and you got double letters like 2 G's or two or whatever, then you want to make the same mistake on the second one as well. So it looks like you made it on purpose.
Yeah, and they're talking about the earthquake in North Carolina. I had no idea until I saw it on Facebook. They had, but Chad saying he didn't feel it. James Milligan, haven't seen him in a long time. On Facebook says, excuse me, he didn't do the hiccup. He said, pretty trippy seeing how the arm seems to be flexing in the video. Yeah, that's a shutter speed of the webcam. So I just taught it to be wavy, so it look all graceful. Oh my God, look at that! I can't stop doing this. It's hypnotizing.
Are you going to dance like an Egyptian for us, Charles?
No. Oh, of course, Josh is saying, Chad, the earthquake I'm referring to is Charles moving the camera a lot last night, and John C. moved his camera a lot this afternoon. Y'all are welcome. That's free entertainment, by God.
Well, only in my case, it wasn't cameras. It was avalanches. You know, being up in Canada and all.
Oh, by the way, this live stream is brought to you by Australia. That's why everything's upside down. Little joke there. Come on now.
That's funny because mine was upside down too when I was cutting mine.
Mine's bigger. Talking about the scroll piece, you perverts.
And it wasn't on purpose. It just that's the way it was easier to cut.
Yeah. Now I gotta. There's a couple of these cuts I'll have to turn the piece completely around to do because you know how the piece is ever so slightly larger than the capacity of the saw. So I won't even be able to finish this complete cut, but most of it.
Dennis is saying, at least you're not going to dance because he'd have to leave then.
You don't want me to
Dennis.
dance.
You're probably doing a video in the background. Dance, do it too.
If I dance, this video is going to go viral for all the wrong reasons. It was a mass vomiting of 2020. Howdy, Buster from Missouri.
Chad's asking if you teach the hula.
I can't do nothing without pulling something. And I love you too, Dennis. So if you danced in your video, I would keep watching. Okay. I see how it is now. Guess I can get a little closer. That way, if I do dance, not everybody has to see it.
Hey, okay. Charles. Yeah. Hi, Charles. Buster from Montana. I thought it was Charles Buster.
I thought it was Missouri, so I may have the initials wrong.
Isn't MO Montana?
I don't know. I thought it was Missouri, but I could be wrong. I think MA is Montana.
Wouldn't that be Massachusetts? Or is that MS?
That'd probably be Mississippi. See, now we're going to have to start a dang...
We're going to have a geography class now.
Yes. Midnight Joker, by the way, mentioned, I think it was before the show, he has to be sharp for tomorrow. He'll be in a tree with a chainsaw and doesn't want to get hurt, so he wants to be alert. He said, I got to get some shut eye. Yeah. Appreciate you being here, Midnight Joker, which is Mike Camp. You've been a pretty loyal viewer.
Mike. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for all that money you sent. Just kidding. Just messing with you. That's how I roll. Yo. I may not be able to get this whole cut done because of the capacity of the saw, because we're almost at capacity now, but it'll only be missing part of it.
Charles might have to go old school and pour the coping saw and do it by hand.
No, I'll just have to flip the piece around. I just hit the capacity of the saw right here, so that'll tell me. So y'all were on John's show saying Charles needs to do his show? What's up with that? Y'all weren't dedicated to John? Oh.
The thing is, because nobody heard from you today. Nobody really heard from you in any chats or anything, so they were just asking me if anybody had heard from Charles.
Oh, so y'all are implying that you actually like me?
I kind of thought you might have been over on Wesley's show.
No, sadly, I didn't know he was live.
So, Josh comes back with MT is Montana, MA is Massachusetts, MI is Michigan, and MO is Missouri. So what's Mississippi then?
Probably MS.
MS. I suppose that would make sense.
All right, so you didn't know you were going to get a geography lesson on Scrolling with Charlie.
Well, I didn't think I needed to.
Well, I know how bad you want to come live in Texas, so you might as well learn everything.
Is Texas TX, by the way?
Yes. Texas is God's country.
John Bradley's in the chat. Hello, John Bradley. How's it going?
Howdy, Mr. John. You gonna keep these people in line or join the buckery? Who's the one that's been pretty active that recently started coming back to the live streams? I think it was Scott Hampton. He joins right in there. He was the one talking about his client from overseas. That was funny. I don't care who you are. Listen for the police at your door. Yeah, sure. Okay, we're scared.
Lauren says we're just glutton for punishments.
Me too.
Yes, Mississippi is MS.
All right. So
MISSISSIPPI.
yeah, that's the cutoff for the capacity of my saw when I'm doing it like this. So we'll remember that when you go to choose where to cut. Ooh, excuse me. Choose where to cut. So I'll be able to reach that pilot hole.
Josh says Texas is just a small TX, even though Texans think they're big.
Say that in Texas, mister. I'd be meaner, but you still haven't got my frame, so I'm going to be a little suck up for now.
John Nave says there's 3 Johns in the group right now.
Yeah, buddy. Where's all my Charlies? Come on now.
We need no Charlies.
Representing.
But Charlie's not here. Chickadee.
Hell no. Another energy drink, so swig. Keep me going.
So how much pop do you drink?
I don't drink any pop, but I drink a lot of Dr. Pepper.
Oh my God. Okay. How much Dr. Pepper do you drink in a week, let's say, on average?
On average, close to 1 a day, if not 1 a day.
So 1-2 liter a day?
Yes, sir. Howdy, Herb.
How are we doing?
Wait, is Herb here? I can't hear the TV in the background.
He's muted.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to take care of some stuff for the wife.
And Barbara Miracle, there's my girl, says Texas is awesome. Yes, ma'am. She's watching over on Facebook. Texas is hotter than heck, but it's beautiful. I love me some Texas. Just saying. Good to have you here, Herb.
See, the only problem with Texas is that I heard that all my taxes live in Texas, or all my exes live in Texas, and I don't think I'd want to go there because of that reason.
For the record, it's Texas, not taxes.
All my exes live in Texas.
But it sounds like you're saying axes and taxes. Just saying.
It's Texas.
Texas.
Like taxes.
Hello, Dennis.
No, it's Texas, not Texas.
So but when you guys pronounce it, it should be spelled TEXES, right? So it's like Texas.
Yes, that you just said it the way we say it.
Even though it's written Texas.
Yeah, something like that. Damn it, it's Texas. Does anybody want me to get closer with the camera? The reason why I had the camera out so far is so y'all could see more of the picture. And that was your quick earthquake. So if anybody wants me to get closer, let me know.
Hello, Lauren.
Dennis says we're here watching the Charles Hiccup show.
We love you too, Dennis, by God. Somebody put a bunch of woodwork on top of my trash can, so I'm having trouble getting stuff in there. That would be me, so y'all bear with me. I need to clear my trash cans so I can throw my cutouts in there and not create a mountain on top of all this woodwork.
So hello, Barbara. I'm not making fun of Texas. I'm just saying.
Oh, I think he is.
You think I'm what? I'm not making fun of Texas.
You are too. You don't love us.
Texas. That's funny.
By God.
Canada, A.
Hey. Will he finish his piece on this live stream or will he not?
Yes, he will.
Place your bets. He could if he sticks with it. We did a 6-hour live stream last night, whatever you call it, this morning. All right.
Told you I was gonna make you finish this tonight.
All right, overseer. Appreciate it. I was wondering if you're going to show up and say maybe he's finally getting some sleep.
No, take
right.
care of some stuff for the wife.
All right, I know how that goes. All right. Trash can is now cleared. Y'all ain't supposed to be quiet while I'm quiet.
Dennis says, no closer. You got to stay 6 feet away.
That's funny. See how many times John's going to go in the corner tonight? He says none, but it could happen.
Well, that's because I was the only one here, not Herb here. He's going to get me in the corner.
That's like me and my twin brother growing up, getting each other in trouble. Of course, we usually got in trouble together.
So, apparently Barbara says you guys can take a joke down there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
George Bush.
We got you here, don't we?
That was good, Herb. No, George Bush is proof we can take a joke. Just kidding, Mr. Bush. As if you're watching my show.
Sorry, John, I just teasing you.
Could you imagine? All of a sudden you see Bush Jr. up on the screen, right?
Well, I wonder if we're going to have any knocking on the door tonight.
Ain't no telling. That would be funny if that. What would have been the funniest? It's very rare that my wife needs me for anything during these, or I was going to say during these live streams, but it's rare that she needs me for anything anyway. But if she had needed me for something while that guy was threatening that crap and she had knocked on the door, we'd all lost our minds laughing.
She wanted you in for that pillow fight.
Yeah, I never did get to see that or be part of it. Make matters worse, when I woke up, her sister was gone. It's like, dagnabbit, I missed everything. Just because I slept till 3.
Nathan Leisure on Facebook says, looking good, Charlie.
Thank you, sir, Mr. Nathan Leisure. I feel like I need to tighten the tension, but I'm okay. Getting a little bit of vibration out of the blade.
Can't get enough of that. Isn't that right, Herb? You gonna start singing? Can't get enough of those good vibrations.
John?
Yep. No! No!
He knew where I was going.
No, I knew exactly what you were gonna say.
Go to the corner.
See, I'm the good child.
Wow.
Oh, that's so
I was
funny.
born redheaded though, so I'm okay.
Now, this particular cut, I don't know if y'all can see it since you are so far away. It has some single line cuts on that part of it, but I'm going to do the majority of it first and then come back to that. I say that, but we'll see how I do it.
Otherwise known as veining cuts?
Yes, sir.
Josh is trying to throw a wrench into your show again.
He never does that.
No. Tighten tension, he gets blade break. Wow, it's pretty quiet in the chat. I'm surprised over that.
Yeah. Yeah,
we got 11. We got 11 over on YouTube and 5 on Facebook. That's what my numbers are showing anyway.
Works for me. Well, I had to tighten the tension a little bit because it was vibrating just a little bit. and we'll see if it breaks or not. Does anybody want me to get closer with the camera? If more than 2 people say yes, I will get closer, but otherwise,
Do you have double mint gum?
no, I don't have any teeth, so I can't have gum. But thank you for rubbing that in.
But if you had double mint gum, you can get a little closer.
Get a little closer. That's Arid Extra Dry. That's not double mint gum.
Double mint twins, yeah. You and Cliff, the double mint twins. I just saw that.
Oh, nobody's ever said that before.
Right?
And Dennis, if only I had a Dr. Pepper.
So I wonder if they pushed their glitch because StreamYard is keeping up to everything today.
Dang it.
Nathan says the camera view looks good.
Thank you, sir. That's one feedback out of 17 people, or however many are there.
17. Good guess.
Thank you. Thank you.
Josh, your troublemaker. I think Josh should go in the corner.
What's he doing now?
Knock, knock. Hashtag knock, knock.
Okay. Oh, the police. Okay.
Hey, go ahead.
I'm just saying everybody's a comedian. Go ahead.
You put any thought into what your next pattern is going to be? You're going to do scrolling on?
No, sir. Potentially working on the Metallica that I started a long time ago, but I'm not sure yet. Because I like to work on things I think if they ever had a chance to sell, that would sell. And I don't know if Metallica would sell.
Have you approached Metallica about it?
If I was good at approaching Metallica, I'd probably have sales by now. But no, I have not approached Metallica.
That's pretty ironic. Talking about Metallica. So when I did a Maker's Rock album collab back February,
Yeah.
I had a friend ask me if I could do the Master of Puppet album cover for him.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I could give it a shot.
Wouldn't be too terrible hard, I don't think.
But I'm going to do it three-dimensional, though.
Yep.
So I'm going to carve an actual hand and have, like, actual strings coming down.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
So it'll be starting it, John. You even slept late.
Lawrence says it's looking good, Charles. He wants to see you do a mountain man, standing up with a rifle.
I don't have any of them yet, sir.
Josh, his phone keeps freezing up. He's going to go.
Well, dang it.
Dang it.
Way to stick it out, mister.
Probably that internet you got going on over there.
Appreciate you being here, sir.
Thanks for hanging out, Josh. Out there.
Take care, Josh.
So this line right here is the capacity of my saw. When I lean in like I am right now, is my head in the camera?
No.
Good. Because I haven't done a thing with my hair or makeup.
Your head's not in, just your bald spot.
Seriously?
No.
I will not confirm or deny that I have a bald spot. Maybe a thin spot, but I don't think I'm bald yet. blade's definitely getting dull.
Oh, Lawrence, what was the name of that book you said you did those 3D compound cuts from?
Well, Diana Thompson has a bunch of 3D cuts.
Yeah, I know.
Unless you're talking about layered. Wait, I'm thinking of compound cuts.
You know, he was talking about some compound cuts he was doing. And he mentioned the name. If for the life of me, it doesn't ring a bell. I said I was going to look it up on your show. But because I was talking about Patrick Spielman and Stu May and Steve Good.
The one person that I know of that was known for compound cuts was Diana Thompson.
Hello, Leonard Davis.
Yeah, it wasn't her either. Hey, Leonard Davis. Hey, Leonard, how's it going?
Howdy, mister. Now this is to see where, if anybody was paying attention, where did I say I was going to go when I was done with that mask cut out?
I don't know, but I'm gonna guess over that one.
Nope, I got to do the veining
I didn't
cuts
know there
right
was going
here.
to be a test on this.
Back to your corner, John. No, I got the veining cuts here, but I'm going to take another swig of my energy drink because being here takes a lot out of me.
Hello, Chris Nealon.
Howdy, sir. Man on a mission, by God. Yep. So you spent so much time below the roof of this barn, you almost forgot it had the roof on one side of it, by God. But we'll get it here shortly.
Hello, Dave Hart.
Howdy, mister. Chad Benton says to the next hole.
To the next hole.
Not necessarily. We have some veining cuts to do right here. I should probably change my blade first because it's dull, but I'm risky enough. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Now, anything I don't do above this area is because, or below this area, since it's upside down, is because of the capacity of the saw. And that's where my brad nails are. Anywhere you see a black X. Take another drink in case I break a blade. That way you'll have an excuse to take a second drink.
We'll see. What's it still going?
I feel bad that he keeps getting his stuff cut off, but I guess it's because of playing music and copyright strikes.
Probably.
God love him, but you'd think he would learn.
He's got no music on now. It's just a scroll saw.
Yeah, when I saw y'all's chat conversation, I assumed it was over because you had talked about going live, and I assumed yours was over because you were asking about me doing a live. So that's what I get for assuming.
Nah.
Because I love my panel homies, and I don't want to step on their toes. Or do I? Just kidding.
I just wish you'd quit kicking me.
What do you mean kicking you?
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh. All right. Police are at my door, so we're going to ignore them.
So Lawrence is he's saying he got two books mixed up. Marilyn Carmen did the book Scroll Saw Relief.
Relief cuts, okay.
No.
I guess.
John Bradley wants to know if you got another project planned after this live stream.
Not right offhand, but sure we can find something. I only have a few patterns to work from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always
We need an
But
excuse. Sorry, I've been drinking the whole time.
I'm always a fan of cowboy, Native American, rustic, but we did the warrior, so that covered Native American. We're doing rustic and cowboy right now. I don't know. If I wanted to jump right into another one, I could get to working on that Metallica again. It needs to get done sometime, but I just don't know if that would appeal to a bunch of people.
Tim Densmore says over on YouTube says Hans Meyer does a lot of compound cuts.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we're referring to people that have designed them, I believe, or have books on them.
Yeah, we're talking about yeah. Hello, Tim. By the way, thanks for joining in the chat there.
Hello, Tim.
He's been here a while, but hello, Tim. You just can't say hello too much, by golly. Well, I guess you can.
Yeah, since I was late coming in, I didn't realize he was already here. Because I am too stupid to scroll back to his chat.
I dare not agree with you, sir, because I love my panel members. They earn their pay.
Yeah, Lawrence was saying he's been wanting to do some inlay scroll saw relief. It lets the wood look like the picture is carved. Yeah, I've never done in the scroll saw inlay.
Been a while. I mean, I've never tried scroll saw inlay. I think I'm afraid I won't be good at it, and that's why I'm afraid to try it. And I know that sounds funny, but I'm dead serious. I'm afraid I'll screw it up.
Yeah, I guess it would have to depend on your table too, though. So for the Hegner, does your arm turn or does your table rotate?
The table rotates, and this whole table here won't rotate, so I'd have to take the table off to do that.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Which is not impossible, but yeah.
Because you got to be on like a 12-degree angle. You got to make sure that your for using scroll saw, like using spiral blades for inlays is a pain in the butt because you got to keep turning the pattern, and we're not used to doing that.
Yeah, so anybody out there that uses only flat blades would have better luck with inlay than I would, because all I use is spirals, and I would. The reason why you're doing it at an angle is, number one, so they can fall into each other, but also because it's such a thin blade, you don't need that much of an angle. But with a spiral, it probably would be a 12-degree angle. I think it's 2 or 3 degrees for flat blades. I don't quote me on that because I've slept since then, and I do not know.
Chad Batten says he's looking for covered bridge patterns.
I have 2 of them, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had a couple.
On my, if you'll look at woodenvisions.com,
woodenvisions.com,
I have 2 covered bridge patterns. If you can't find them under structures, look under newest, and look under, they're in alphabetical order, look under C.
C. For covered bridge?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Or B under bridge. I don't know. I think it's covered bridge. But yeah, I have 2 of them, sir. But I warn you, they're detailed. I know that's an utter shock.
Dennis says he did an inlay. 1 inlay.
So maybe I'll get 2 pattern sales today. Yay! Maybe. I'm not. No pressure there, Chad.
So Tim is saying that they have at least 1 pattern designer or maker in Nova Scotia, Sheila Landry. Well, Tim, sorry to say, but there's actually Sheila and Keith Benson.
Yep.
I was actually like, because I got family in Halifax. I was actually going to go down and see them down on the North Shore there when I was down there. Oh, Dennis, you can't give up at one time. You got to try again.
Hey, good
Off the top again.
Yeah.
It's just a matter. Dennis is saying that he did 1 inlay. He's never going to do it again. It's just a matter of just practicing. Because even if you don't do your 12-degree cut, even if you stack like a whiteboard and a dartboard on top of each other and do a 90-degree cut, you can still interchange those 2 as well.
You know, if I was a good host, I could just share screens and we can go to woodenvisions.com together and see if we can find those covered bridge patterns for Mr. Benton.
You should do that. I did that on my show.
Back to your corner, John. Yeah, let's do that, folks. Let's look together, see if we can find those covered bridges for Chad Benton. Let me go ahead and get the thing open before I go over there. Now we're going to do us a screen share. Where am I at? I almost clicked on Leave Studio. That would have sucked. Would have been funny, but it would have sucked.
Chad says he needs another drink. Yeah, wait for it. Wait till he does this whole screen share thing.
I am on woodenvisions.com typing in bridge. And there's 2 covered bridges right there. If you type in the word bridge, sir, you will find it. There's 2 of them right there. Now the thumbnails are going to look a little blurry because I'm trying to prevent thieves, but that's not really much bigger than it was, is it? All right, so yeah, go to any page on woodenvisions.com and do the search, and boom, you got 2 of them right there, sir. That's the only 2 I recall having. But I think they're kind of pretty, but I'm a little bit biased. So y'all are welcome.
So why is Rooster Coburn on your bridge page? Out of curiosity.
Not Coburn, it's Cogburn.
Okay, why is Rooster Cogburn on your bridge page?
I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. I didn't think to look at that. Let me check.
They wanted to see a covered bridge.
There's no bridge behind me.
Oh, it's Jeff Bridges. So that's why it came up under bridge.
Oh, okay.
Because the character that played. Okay, thank God. I was saying, apparently I done something backwards. You're welcome, Chad. Glad to help, sir. Chad says, thanks, I needed another drink. John Bradley says, John, I've subscribed to you the other night, by God.
Thank you, Mr. Bradley. Appreciate it.
Apparently got him just drunk enough to subscribe. Just kidding.
So
John has a good old channel over there. Go ahead.
Pretty sure Mr. Bradley was my number 102.
Nice. Uh-oh, John broke a honey.
Yeah, only took me 4 years to break 100, people. So now it's going to take me another 4 years to get to 250.
That's funny. All right. Let's go back to where we were cutting before we got rudely interrupted by a break.
No.
Not a fan of breakage. Go ahead.
Charles, God forbid you sell some work, right?
It could happen someday. Someday.
Chad says, "Oh, your art is amazing."
Thank you.
It's amazing.
John.
Oh, stop. So, there was one comment earlier from Dennis that said, "You guys get paid?" Herb, you want to answer that? How we get paid?
We get put in the corner. And giving checks that are still bouncing 3 years later.
Yes, sir.
It's like flubber. It
Chris-
doesn't stop bouncing.
Chris Nealon says I have 214, 8 years. I don't know what the hell that means. But
214 subscribers. That's the path I'm on. So I got 102 in 4 years. So let's see, 8 years. I should have 208. You're still gonna let me beat.
Well, in your defense, you didn't start actually producing videos for a while, did you?
No, I my first video was like 4 years ago, and then I only started doing videos about a year and a half ago, didn't I? Yeah, I think that was about it.
Now, in my defense, or I just suck. But in the maker community, I technically had pretty low subscriber numbers for as long as I've been doing my channel anyway.
Yeah, there's people that have been on for 3 years and they got like 8 million subscribers already.
That's funny right there. You see that, folks? Jamie Page. Well, you fleeced off hacking my internet. My God. That's funny right there, mister. Jamie, you know where to find it if you want to come on this little crap show. But, by God, appreciate you being here.
Hello, JP.
That's
Hey,
funny.
Mr. Jamie Page. So Lawrence saying over on YouTube there, he had a family member send him a photo of a scorpion fling.
A flying scorpion. Whatever
Oh,
that means.
a flying scorpion
Oh, I guess. Okay.
in Bryan, Texas.
I still think it was funny the other day, John, when you were talking about you wearing a T-shirt with a J on it, and so all the Canadians recognize each other.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Well, that's from Terrence and Phillip.
Yep.
Chris Nealon says his first video was an Irish banjo song he was roped into.
Well, Chris Nealon has been known to rope me into things with pizza bribery. It worked once.
No.
At least once. He made me do a live stream if he bought me pizza, and I felt guilty for not doing one. So if I recall right, I ended up got inspired to do one because of pizza.
JP's backstage.
Oh, so sorry. Terribly sorry. Terribly sorry. I was busy working over here. How you doing, Jamie?
How you doing?
I was watching the podcast, but I got tired during it, so I went to bed. But I was there.
That's all right.
Hey, Jamie.
How you doing? I'm not going to be around for long. I'm pretty tired as it is. I've been busy all night.
All right. Appreciate you being here, sir. Oh,
How you
diddly.
doing?
Just Spiffy. I can't speak for them, but I'm doing Spiffy. John's already been sent to his room 3 times.
Wow. I'm actually... So I Googled scorpion, flying scorpion, and scorpion flies come up. It's a scorpion fly. Wow. It's pretty amazing.
Alrighty then.
If that killer horns were bad, I don't know. I'd hate to come into contact with these things. There's a snow scorpion fly too. Oh my God. There's one for Canada.
Well, Lawrence Aldridge says it looks like a cross between a wasp and a scorpion. Chris Nealon says, "Did I twist your arm?" No, I was bragging for you, Chris. Dang it. Tim Dinsmore says, "Bad enough when scorpions stay on the ground, let alone fly." I tell you what.
It's okay. Snow scorpions are only in the British Islands, British Isles.
I've never seen a scorpion in person. I've never seen a scorpion in person besides those brown and tan ones, those little bitty ones.
Those are the most poisonous ones, though.
I've got a video on. There's a video on the Beer Time 16 YouTube channel where I bet him to eat a chocolate scorpion.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Those little scorpions I was describing are easy to kill. All you got to do is get a piece of grass or anything and tickle their back. They'll sting themselves and die. They're not immune to their own venom. I am not responsible for any injuries. I just saw a pilot hole I forgot right here on the roof. But since I'm a rebel, I'm going to go ahead and
go a drink.
Charlie, we need to see you. We need to see a video of you tickling a scorpion on the back now with a piece of grass.
I actually don't see many scorpions, but if I do, I guess I can record it. They laugh and then they go ow because they stab themselves. And if you're gullible, they don't actually laugh.
More of a giggle.
Like what I just did. More of a giggle. Yeah, that's funny.
Jamie, what have you been working on, Jamie?
Podcast?
I have been working on a live event with Carl.
Oh right, I heard you mention that on the Makers Cast there.
Yeah, a one day live event.
Very cool. Jamie's probably gonna overtake me on subscribers.
That's for turns though, right?
If he hasn't already.
Close to it. Close to it.
Yeah. Jamie, is that just for turners or is that for scrollers too?
for everybody.
Everybody.
It's going to be changing. It's changing all the time. So it's going to have different guests near enough all the time.
Oh, y'all are
So-
doing a series then.
Yeah, it's going to be like maybe once a month, maybe once every other month. We don't know yet.
Very cool, Jamie. Happy for you, sir.
So it's like a craft event. So this time we've got turners, potters, carvers, scrollers.
Y'all
That's
heard it here
basically at the
first,
moment.
folks. He's going to go viral on his show with Carl Jacobson. By God, I'm happy for you, Jamie.
So
Seriously.
it's not on my show. It'd be each person will be streaming on their own channel.
Oh, okay. John
So
Bradley.
I'm going first this time, but the next person. So every time the next person is due to go live, so you run for an hour, and the next person goes live when their time slot is. But I announce that right now you got to go over to the next person, and that person says right now you go over to the next person. So you kind of promoting each person.
That's a pretty cool idea. Real quickly, Jamie, not to cut you off. John Bradley is leaving us. He says, "I think I'm calling it a night. Have a great night. Thank you for being here, John. Back to you, Jamie. If you have any more to say.
John. Yeah, that's basically it. So we're kind of promoting each other. So at the moment we're starting at 10 o'clock in the UK and ending in the morning, and then ending 2 o'clock in the morning in the UK
Very cool.
the next morning. So it's like the UK and Europeans the first half, and then the Americans in the second half. So it's got 16 people altogether. So that's 16 hours of fun.
That's awesome right there. Very happy for you, sir. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
All right, let's do it.
So let's have a look at subscribers since she was talking about that.
Last I looked, I'm at 6527.
I'm at 4783 at the moment.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure with the way you, and I'm not trying to be funny here, the way you're active in the community and all the different making styles that you get involved with, pretty sure yours will jump way over mine.
Well, I've the last 28 days I've gained just under 300 subscribers.
Wow.
So I'm averaging about between 250 to 300 a month.
I'm definitely not getting that many. I don't know what I'm averaging per month, but so there's that. Of course, when I do live streams, not everybody's into that, so I tend to lose 2 or 3 a day, gain 1 or 2, blah, blah. But
yeah. I've just had one of my videos just hit over 10,000 views.
And I don't think any of mine have.
I've had a couple that's over 10,000 now. Three that I know of, definitely.
And that's not me complaining. That's just me joining the conversation. I think the highest views one of mine has is 6,000. I could be wrong. Jamie, do you mind checking just for giggles?
I don't think I can look at that, mate. I might be able to.
I think there's a popular videos section. I don't know. And I'm not trying to compare to you. I'm just curious. I think the highest view count I have on anything is 6,000, but I could be wrong.
Let's have a look.
That's probably the sign. Probably the simple, elegant sign.
Sort by most popular. No, you got one video with 133,000.
Holy hell! What is that one?
Wooden signs done on for Scrolls or Free. The family one.
Yeah.
You got one with 70,000.
Wow.
Which is how to make a vase on a scroll saw.
I guess Walnut Stagecoach is somewhere in there. I guess.
Yeah, that's got 57,000.
Okay, then I was wrong. I did not know.
The Anatomy of a Scroll Saw, that's got 21,000.
Wow.
Tip for backing your Scroll Saw project, that's got 14,000.
Nice.
Let's talk clocks, choosing clocks and hand movements. That's got 8.6.
That was
Let's
because
talk about clocks, baby.
well, that was because I had that one on Bear Woods. That's probably how that one got.
The portrait of Steve Carmichael. That's got 7.1 thousand.
Nice.
Laird Scroll Saw Project, first attempt, 7,000.
That was the one John was talking about the other day.
Yeah.
3D horse made on the scroll saw, 6.9.
Very cool.
Dovetails on the scroll saw, 6.8.
Wow. Well, I didn't give myself enough credit, did I?
No.
By God, I am the stuff. I'm kidding. Y'all know me. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not intentionally arrogant. I may come across that way sometimes, but never intentionally. Anyway.
And then he started doing the live show and things start going to beep.
Yes, sir.
Dennis would like to know how long did it take to get that many views?
Well, the thing is, his top 10 videos are basically 5 years old, like between 5 and 2 years old.
Yeah. So what he's saying is I suck now, but back then I was kind of popular.
Yeah,
you're better.
Right.
Yeah, the live streams aren't for everybody. I get that. But I have fun doing it, and to me, that's what counts. I mean, if I was trying to get rich off of YouTube, I'd have stopped a long time ago. But by God, we have fun. And I wouldn't be doing these as often without the viewers, so blame the viewers if you're mad at me.
Scrolling with Charlie, premiere season 1, episode 1. Karen sitting right beside you. Look at that.
That was back when she was proud to be seen with me in public. Now she wants to be seen with Jamie.
2.1 thousand.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, Jamie.
You damn right.
But I can't answer how long it takes to get those kind of views because I don't keep up with that kind of stuff.
Jamie, the only problem is that the videos with you in are like way down at the bottom. Only got like 1,000 views, right?
Dang, Jamie.
After I've only started rejoining. Yeah, but the videos of me have only got 1,000. Look at the ones that haven't got me in it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jamie. I felt good till you said that. No, I forgot what I was gonna say. No, I'm happy for you, Jamie. You've already got a name for yourself in the turning community, and you've always been active in all the making areas. Maybe not doing videos on them, but you're active in there. So I'm happy.
Well, I've only just started taking my channel seriously a little over a year now.
Yeah.
Because I was always known in the community, but never really took my channel seriously. So I was always too busy promoting everybody else.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's coming back for you. So maybe if that was part of the plan, it's working.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it.
So my top videos is I've got 24,800 on the Bobby Duke scroll saw picture.
Nice.
10,500 views on the beaded walnut bowl. 10.1 thousand on a platter that I've done.
Very good.
And they're the only ones that's got like 10,000.
Yeah, today's episode of the Makers International podcast had Andy from AHB Spoke. It had Bobby Duke. It had Richard Morley and Jamie Page. In the upper left-hand corner was Jamie Page. Lower left-hand corner was Bobby Duke. Upper right-hand corner, Richard Morley. Lower right-hand corner, AHB Spoke. Back to you, Jamie.
Yeah.
Not that I was there.
Not that you was there. Yeah.
I was just glad to see at least one person talking normal. Everybody else had that weird accent.
Yeah. Well, Bobby's from Texas.
He's from where?
Texas.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yep, Jamie's never made me a portrait because I would have to make the design for it, and because he doesn't like me as much.
If you do yourself a portrait, I'll cut it. and then happily burn it.
I don't know if I want to see a portrait of myself, if I'm being honest.
Lauren said he's still watching some of your older videos.
I drew a hole in the bit of wood and said I shoot from a distance.
What'd you say, John?
Lauren says he's still watching some of your older videos.
Thank you, sir.
I'll put yourself through that. I still go back and see if I can catch out when you say butt nugget.
I can't really understand what Jamie is saying volume-wise, so can somebody tell me what he said if it was relevant to anything?
I said I still try and find out when you say butt nugget
Oh,
on the live show. Is it butt nugget? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
if I recall right, you're wearing your oh yeah t-shirt today, aren't you?
Yep.
The only reason I haven't tried to support more makers with t-shirts is because I prefer t-shirts with pockets on them. That's the honest, legitimate reason. That and I'm broke, but the main reason being I would never wear them because I like pockets.
It's not really a legitimate reason, Charlie.
Well, that's the truth, though, so that's legitimate.
Well, you've always said that if you use a scroll saw, you can use a sewing machine.
I think I heard what you said. You said if you use your scroll saw, and that's the last thing I understood.
You can use a sewing machine.
Oh, sewing machine. Yeah, but
you can sew one on there.
I'm good. No, for a while there, I was buying everybody's t-shirts to help support them, but yeah, I just being honest with myself, I don't wear them. So
I wish more people would sell baseball caps.
me too. I love caps. The best cap I ever got was Drew Shorts. His actually wick sweat pretty good, but he said they were pretty expensive too. Rockin' H Woodshop. Me and Patrick still wear ours a lot. I can't speak for everybody else, and I don't know if Patrick still does, but yeah, there's that.
Mr. Neve is back.
We missed you, sir.
How you doing, John?
Internet
Tim-
crapped out.
Tim
Hello,
said
John Nave.
the portrait by your name looks all right to him.
I'm not sure what that means.
You're the one where you're pointing, your scroll on portrait.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. But I already cut that one, so Jamie can't. Well, Jamie could cut it, but that would be some serious desperation for our project.
Oh, cut out my name. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sir.
You want to see my cars?
No, I'm good. I think I can get most of this roof in here. This area right here is the only part of the roof I can't get it. Of course, it's just out of view. This area right here is the only part of the roof I can't get in there. Everything else I can reach, with it being upside down like this.
How come you cut out the big bit of roof?
Because I just figured, why not have people lecture me about it, because it keeps everybody on their toes.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. That's what I do. Most of the time, not intentional. I just wanted to have this big blue piece of tape in the picture every show. Probably the main reason.
What you should have done is you should have written subscribe on that big bit of the tape. Like
Yeah.
subliminal messaging.
Or Charlie, why don't you just tell him the truth and say, well,
Or write super chat.
Well, shoot.
you started cutting the roof out and said, hey, do you want to see my roof?
You want to see my roof?
All right, so I wrote super chat over on the tape, so we'll see if it works. Subliminal. Are you being facetious, or is it actually legible?
You wrote it in pencil, didn't you?
No, I wrote it in Sharpie.
Really? You can't even see it.
That's probably got light reflecting off of it.
The light shining off it.
And we'll see if I start getting dollars rolling in. Yeah, or pounds. And with a little message that say, this is for Karen.
If Karen was there, you might do.
Yep. Yeah, I could have her write super chat across her chest, and then everybody in the world accuse me of chauvinism and blah blah bullshit. Now I feel stupid for having written super chat on that tape. I really do.
Why?
Because that's begging for money, and I generally don't do that with any kind of seriousness to me.
It's all right. Nobody can see it.
Be the first time you scrolled really fast to get the project done then.
And that's why we have Jamie on these shows. And I'm covering up the tape because that's embarrassing.
Super chat.
It's like Super Ted.
It's funny, I can playfully beg for money, but then when I actually write something to suggest doing it, it felt arrogant and pitiful. So there's that.
Mm.
That's me.
Buy me subs.
Buy me some.
Buy me views.
Help me get teeth.
Give me back my internet. God damn you, mother hacker.
We'll ignore the first half of that comment.
You hacker.
Way to recover there, Jamie. Even the Canadian hadn't been that bad yet.
Wow.
Just saying. Little joke there. If I heard what I thought I heard, maybe I misheard your.
Things are picking up.
What?
I said things are picking up.
I guess I don't get it.
Getting better.
For who?
You. If the Canadians being good.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't catch my own joke there, I guess. Which that's not unheard of. If the Canadian being good. Yeah.
He wouldn't put him on self in timeout.
I'm in my corner.
I'm in my car.
I'm in my corner playing on my car.
Well, the only other time if you want to call it losing it, that I lost it, Jamie, was from these overseas people trying to threaten me. That got me to giggly, but not as much as but. Yep. Well, I'll give Jamie credit for trying to set me off. Jamie, can you get in John's corner, please? They're going to start thinking I have a special needs panel. Oh, he's including all these people. How cool. Sorry, Herb. I didn't mean to lump you in with that yet.
I thought that, never mind.
All right.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you just said.
Me too.
Don't have a clue what he said, but I agree with it.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yes, Ken, we are very polite. Sorry. John Nathan, do you remember that video where you lost it?
I've lost it on a few videos, but the first one was Late Night in the Show. I
The
have laughed
second
so
one
hard.
was Lee Nyland show.
Was it? What was the other one?
Oh, I've got two videos. Well, there's two videos of you losing it.
Well, I remember the oh yeah one. What was the topic of the other one?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember losing it a second time over.
Yeah, there's two videos.
I don't remember that.
Because that's where we stuck the thumbs up, the faces on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah, majority. Oh, yeah, anyway.
Because that's where West started you off, and he was like, "Come on, Charles. Come on, Charles."
Most times it's been because of lack of sleep. That one was just funny. Go ahead, James.
That's because if you look, because that's when I have my glasses like this.
Crooked, yeah. Or you want me to show it?
You don't have to.
All right. Didn't want to miss my cue.
Mm-hmm.
I should have figured it out when you said this. Okay, apparently he wants me to show something.
Barbara Miracle says, "Are they giving you sound effects for the barn?"
Sound. Oh. No, that's it's not so much a moo. It's him.
It's the wood creaking. Hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even see that Buster had asked if I was in Texas. Yes, sir. I'm in Gatesville, Texas, about 45 minutes southwest of Waco.
Waco kid.
So what Jamie is saying when he does that sound is, "Oh yeah," but he's saying it lazier, for lack of a better way of putting it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
I get why y'all took that video down, but I think it was funny enough. Could have kept it up. That's just me. But nobody talks to me no more.
Mm.
I'll be that guy. I don't care.
Barbara's asking over on Facebook, are you giving sound effects to the barn?
Yeah, Jamie already read that.
You're a little bit behind, John.
So what sound effects are you giving, Charles?
John, have you been here?
Yeah, I've been here.
Jamie doing, oh yeah, it kind of sounds like a cow, and that's where she got it from. Okay, John, we need you to keep up. Even when you're in your corner, you have to pay attention to the show, though.
I am paying attention to the show.
No, because you missed him already reading that and us explaining what the sound effects were.
I wanted to hear you. I just wanted to hear you moo. There you go.
That was
now we know what Karen has to deal with.
Y'all don't know the half of it.
Was that a sick sheep?
Little sick sheep.
You might got to put that sheep down.
He's feeding sheepish.
Well, we're just full of comedians over here today. Full of something.
Well, I don't believe it.
Me neither. Yep.
Think you can finish that in an hour and a half?
Nope, but I'll keep at it. Like I was telling her, if I wanted to cheat, I could combine all kinds of these leaf wiggles, because they're just little blobs of detail. But I want to stay true to the pattern. If I was lazier or wanted to get done quicker, I could combine a whole bunch of those. But I think I ended up doing that on the Mount Rushmore or the Founding Fathers one, the Native Americans in front of Mount Rushmore. So I don't want to do that anymore. I got to stay true to my pattern.
And the last Siamese twins.
I didn't hear what Jamie said, is why I didn't react.
I said they look like Siamese twins.
All right.
Whose idea was it to just decide to, that's a good idea to just carve a load of heads into the side of a mountain?
I don't know the history. But it's kind of cool.
wonder if it's like one of them things that, like, you get to the seaside, like you turn around, like the other side of the mountains, like they're kneeling on like a wooden step or something like that.
Well, if you go to Google Images and type in the backside of Mount Rushmore, you'll see parodies of that. Seriously, you will. And it's not porn. I'm not trying to be sick. But just Google the backside of Mount Rushmore, and you'll see a bunch of hind ends sitting there, bent down or kneeled down. Never mind. You'll know what I mean when you see it.
The backside of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, or the other side. Either way.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, somebody had me do a custom pattern of that once. That's how I know it exists. Exists.
Exists did. Dennis says lamb chops tonight. And Tim's like, yeah, I think it threw up. The sheep, that is.
Oh yeah.
Lauren says he take the easy way out.
When I've seen little goats in person, little baby goats or small goats sound like they're a baby gagging. They go, bleh! That's kind of what they sound like. Little higher tone, but I don't want to throw up on my piece here.
Those eat out.
Don't.
I hadn't planned on it. If I start throwing up, this live stream will end because I'll have a panic attack if I start throwing up. I have a major phobia of throwing up. But let's talk about something more fun. Gagging goats.
Gagging goats.
Oh,
Oh my.
Fainting goats.
Yeah, fainting goats are funny.
Have you ever seen them? Yeah, they're funny.
I've known people like that. You scare the hell out of them, they'll fall over. But possums aren't real smart. If you're trying to chase them to get them out of your yard, they'll play dead, sit right there for you to shoot them. Just saying. That's what we do here in Texas. I can't speak for other people. We don't shoot animals just to shoot them. But if they're digging holes and doing all kinds of crap in your yard, that's when you shoot of them.
You shoot them just to eat them.
That's starting to look like a barn. I'll be dang. With a roof and everything.
They're actually have them carving Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. And Statue of Liberty was done in sections.
That was a gift from France.
Yes, sir. That was back before everybody started burning flags and not having pride for their country. Don't get me started. Wow.
So is it a roof or a roof?
Roof.
A roof.
Depends on who you talk to, but to me it's a roof, and to Jamie it's a roof. But at least
The
for
roof.
once, me and
The roof is on fire.
for once, me and Jamie pronounce something the same. And that's a rarity right in itself, I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough.
Yeah, it is.
Get out of there, you waste piece. There we go.
And on that note, I'm off.
All right, Jamie, we sure appreciate you stopping by.
All right, take it easy, fellas.
All right, be good, sir.
And ladies out in the chat,
All right.
take
All right.
it easy.
You two
Bye-bye.
get some sleep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Knowing us, we'll probably still be here, or at least I will. Possibly Herb, maybe John, but John works a normal job. He's a stripper. Come on, y'all talk. I see both of y'all there. Hell.
I'd be working nights then, wouldn't I?
It's funny that there's people actually out there that go to a strip club for to
food?
eat. They actually go there for the food. I have never gone into a place like that looking for food. Just saying.
Well, you know, they got a pretty good buffet here.
Buffet. I've only been there twice. Been to one twice because after that I'm thinking I'm not going to pay to tease myself. My God. Tim Densmore. Now this may have been to Jamie, but this is probably to John. Say house and mouse. Is that a hoose and a moose? John?
No, it's a house and a mouse.
All right.
Well, because I was talking about like a roof.
Okay. Well, that one fell in the water quickly. Energy drink. Real quick check to, since I'm quite confident I'm being held for review, I need to go ahead and address that. Because that only happens every time.
So, I was telling everybody on my video, you know, I've never been held for review yet, except for that one time when Charles popped in.
Yeah, I'm being held for review, but oh well. We're at 37 views so far, 10 likes. That's pretty cool. 10 likes for that low views. That's pretty cool.
It's got to be. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Can't say it's analytics either.
I have no idea what it is. I truly don't. Of course, you didn't get the glitch happening either. I don't know what the hell. We'll blame Herb because he's the quietest one. Always got to worry about the quiet ones.
Yeah, exactly. Is Herb still here?
He's still here, but he's muted and his camera's off. He might be wrestling with his wife. I ain't no telling. All right, let's get back on this here roof, by God. Then we got to do all the trees.
The trees.
Yep.
Look at
Well,
the tree, Johnny.
I say trees. It's more so just, abstract leaves. Bunch of globs if you're looking at it. Anywho.
So you got to turn your pattern to get all those?
Well, the ones below here, yes.
Yeah.
Where it cuts off.
You got to stand up to use those in?
Depends on what angle I have them at. We'll see. By God. And then the very last cut I'll make will be the signature down in that corner there. But it's not just the signature. It's also part of that horse.
Get down on the corner, out in the street.
John?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was upstairs doing something.
All right. Then how'd you know we were talking about you, huh?
Because I still had you in my ear.
Oh, okay. Okay. You thought you was being haunted. Herb, get some sleep.
No, I had a little power nap before you started.
Really? I usually inspire power naps. Huh? Come on, that was funny, John. Sorry. Go ahead, Herb.
I had a big dinner, so usually after a big dinner, I kind of get sleepy.
I get sleepy when I sleep, and if I sleep too long, I stay sleepy. It's hard to get out of. I feel drugged.
I know I hate that.
Me too.
That's why I thought you take power nap.
Yes, sir. There's sometimes I'll lay down just being moderately tired, and I'll wake up like 10 hours later. God, I didn't know I was that tired.
I know it's like the last week or so when I slept over 10 hours.
I'm catching on something. I gotta figure out what that is. I don't know where I'd be catching on anything. Oh well.
Tim said you can't see the forest for the trees.
Yeah, sure.
Run, Forrest, run.
And I was running. Well, somebody said the other day that I haven't ever done a country singer for a project on these live streams. But one of the ones you remember back when I would hold up page size patterns saying, let's pick it, which order we're going to do this. Yeah. I had George Jones in there, and almost nobody picked it. It was like fourth in line.
Who's George Jones?
Awesome.
He's a country singer. Get in your corner, John. Unless you're being facetious.
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Get in your corner.
That's Daddy number 2 over there. Yeah, get in your corner. That's funny. We'd almost be done if it wasn't for all the dang trees Herb had to put in there, or leaves. Dang it, Herb. Could have been done.
I know. But I thought you really needed a challenge.
Yeah. That's what I do. I'm going to go ahead and do these little cuts before I do these big cuts. That way it doesn't weaken anything for cutting vibration-wise. Yep. Then I will only know slightly before y'all what my next live stream subject matter will be.
Slightly before us?
Yeah, because right this second I don't know what it'll be. That's what I mean, slightly before y'all. So as soon as I know and come on a live stream, y'all will know.
Can I get a vote?
You're welcome to vote, but it doesn't mean it'll be taken, but it'll be noted.
It'll be a silent vote.
What I mean is it's easy to say I could work on that Metallica. I just don't think as far as viewer interest in the specific project, I don't know if it would yield that many. That's just me. What do y'all think? Really?
I don't think it really matters what the project is.
I think to a degree it does, but yeah, you're probably not wrong. But what was your vote, Herb?
I was going to say, since you talked about it, go ahead and do George.
George Jones. But there again, I'm trying to think of things that could someday potentially sell, and I don't think that would sell. Go ahead, John.
Like, we can ask everybody in the chat right now. So does it really matter what he's scrolling, or are you just here for the chant, the upbeat chant and banter of the audience, of the panel?
Yeah.
And the educational, informational show.
That happens every now and then. Every now and then you'll learn something if we stop being goofy long enough to teach. But sometimes other people in the chat help teach too, if I'm being honest and giving credit where credit is due. Well, yeah, whenever this project is done, I may add up all the live streams where I was working on the Barn and Riders, take off a few hours for talking, and we'll have a ballpark of how long this took.
Take off a few hours for talking.
That's what I'm saying. Because there were some shows where I completely stopped scrolling so we could all have like a panel of people chatting. And some where I spent too much time talking between cuts, just to. I'll probably take off about 5 hours worth once I add them all up. What do you think?
That sounds about right.
All right. I guess if anybody wanted to, they could go back and add them up right now, not counting the one we're in. Go ahead.
Dennis says he's here for fun. Tim says he's here for both. Lawrence says, had a bad day, so this is refreshing. I love the shows like this.
Thank you, sir.
Well, they had a bad day.
Well, you had a bad day.
See, so you can't be going for review for all these like little song things, though, can you?
No, I think it has to hear it for a certain amount of time before it picks up on it. Plus, we're not that good at singers, so it probably doesn't even recognize it. Does anybody feel like going through the old live feeds and looking at the time it went, and we can add it all up and take off about 5 hours, not counting what we're doing tonight? That's your homework. You won't get paid for it, but at least we'll all know. Thank you all for your feedback. But
I'll pass my pay over.
I do still have a little bit of bias, so I want to be somewhat interested in what I'm cutting. So that's part of it. Even though some people are only here for the banter and the fact that we're cutting and teaching, I still want to, at least somewhere in the back of my mind, I want it to be sellable. And yeah, there may be somebody out there that wants Metallica, somebody out there that wants George Jones, but I'm looking at things that I think could sell someday for like a theme in a room, that kind of thing. Well, Lawrence, stop letting your sugar hit that high, sir. Is anybody adding up?
Yep.
Yay. But take in mind when he answers, that's Canadian math. I'm kidding, John. We joke here. Ha ha. Oh, you had a bad day. I don't know all the words, sorry. You had a bad day. Tim Dinsmore says, how about Willie Nelson? I've done a few of him, but that's an option. Thank you for your feedback, sir. Go ahead. Oh, never mind. I was going to say go ahead, John, but he's still counting. I'm almost scared to know how many live streams I've done of the Varden Riders.
A lot.
Yep. A lot. If you're familiar with Rodney Carrington, that might be a little funny for you. Lot. Now, before he even gives us the final figure, we're going to take off about 5 hours for talking. And part of that might have been tracing. I don't know, John. We'd have to take off. Well, that's part of the project, but we'll count just cutting hours. But a lot of the first one may have been tracing, even possibly part of the second one. I don't know. I haven't. Because sometimes I'll trace them on the air. Sometimes I'll already have them drawn out. So it just depends. So there's that.
Okay.
Dennis says covered bridge, not a terrible idea. I considered that at one point. Tim Dinsmore says he must have run out of fingers and toes. Now he says bye now. Oh, bye now. And he's not saying bye. He's saying must have run out of fingers and toes by now. Yeah, he probably has. But he's still doing his math. I can see smoke coming out of his head. Now, take in mind, I don't know this for sure, but I may have spent part of the first and maybe part of the second live stream tracing it onto the wood, so we won't count that. So, of course, that would require.
Yes, let's. Okay, I'll take off. I'll take off the first show because that's basically all tracing.
Okay, is any of the second show tracing?
No, second show was cutting. So you actually have part of the. You actually have the first horse cut on the second show. So
we'll add about an hour.
It's an hour and a half. So let's just put the first show in. Just take the first show off of there.
Okay.
So you got like 120 hours minus today. 120 hours and 40 minutes minus today.
That's way too long. What the hell was I doing all that time?
So you want to take how much you want to take off for talking then?
5 hours.
5 hours. So you got
115.
115 hours.
That's a lot of freaking hours, dude.
Yeah.
115 hours?
Yeah.
That's kind of sad in a way, isn't it? Or am I just softening my own pain or increasing it?
Not really, because the thing is, like, so, like, you got 6 hours, 7 hours, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 5, 4, 4, 22 minutes. All right, let's see. That one I didn't count. That one didn't count. That one didn't count. That one. Horse.
Well, I mean, for the sake of how long this project should have taken to cut, 115 hours is a lot of hours, isn't it?
Yep.
In a bad way. I mean, I should have had it cut quicker than that, right?
Yep. So basically, from live stream number 73 minus 1, 2, 3, 4 videos.
God, I wonder why it took that long. Besides the fact that I'm taking breaks like I am right now.
Yeah. So
well, then again, I am stack cutting. That can make it take a little longer. Maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better.
yeah, you've had 11 shows.
Well, okay, I'm being honest with myself because right now I'm embarrassed that it's taken that long. But should we take in mind how big it is, the fact that we're stack cutting, or is that just ridiculous that it's taken me that long, not counting the talking?
I think it's because of the size of it.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. So we'll say about 115 hours total. Wow, that's a lot of freaking hours.
Mm-hmm.
See how much I love you people and hate myself, apparently.
And you said it's 2 by 3, right?
Yeah.
So 6 square feet. So 116 hours divided by
15 hours.
6 square feet. That's 19.3.
19.3.
So 19
per
hours.
square foot?
19 hours per square foot.
Okay, I have issues. It shouldn't have taken that long. Oh well. Well, at least we're going to be honest with them. So we'll narrow it down to say it's 115 hours, and I have issues.
Technically, because you're double stacking it, so it's 115 divided by 12, so that's only 9 hours per square foot. It's still pretty long.
Yeah.
No, that's a full day. No, that's pretty good though.
I don't know. Hopefully, people won't say you're kidding me. That's stupid. What is wrong with you?
Tom Denmore says more talking than you think.
He's not wrong.
Well, it's like right now. You just spent the last 15 minutes while I was counting here, doing nothing.
I'll have you know I was drinking Dr. Pepper. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, I can't give you an accurate count by any means as to how long the actual cutting has taken. If somebody was that bored and wanted to fast forward through every video just to count the parts where I was cutting, holy hell. In my own opinion, that's a lot of hours. Obviously, that's a lot of hours, but I'm embarrassed that it took that long because, all jokes aside from the talking, some of the talking is necessary, some of it's me stretching, but it technically shouldn't have. If I had been working on this off of camera and all that, it shouldn't have taken that long. But maybe I'm either underselling myself or overselling myself. I don't know. How long do you think it would have taken you to do this long, John? And I'm not trying to compare me and you as people or scrollers, but let's say one layer. No, let's say double layer because I'm double layering it. That's still pretty high. That's kind of embarrassing, but oh well.
Double stack 2 by 3 with 178 entry holes in it. It probably would take me. See, if I was doing it during the week, that's all I was doing. Let's say 50, 60, probably 80 hours.
And I'm almost double that.
Yeah.
Holy hell!
See,
Wow.
but
But there's more pilot holes than what you just said, though.
178.
It was more than that.
Okay. Anyway, so
I'm gonna scroll while you talk.
it's also, you're stopping and talking. You got the cat in the background. So
Yeah. So we'll never have an accurate thing, but it took a long time, regardless. But and this is common sense to everybody. I'm not justifying how long it took, but besides the fact doing it on live stream, stopping and talking, double stacking does take longer than single stacking. At least,
yeah, it does.
yeah. Anything to make me feel better. And I don't anybody that wasn't on past live streams where I said this. The reason why I double stack sometimes is if I think if I ever get good at selling, then if I think a theme will sell, that's why I double stack, and that's why I double stack this. You remember when I did that very simple horse design, like a depressed looking horse? That was triple stacked, and that took a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. 115 hours. Holy monkey. That's a lot of hours. Herb, do you have any feedback, or are you so busy laughing at me for taking that long to finish a piece?
No, I'm not laughing at you.
I never would have guessed it took that long. Holy monkey.
But then again, see, but then again, like while you're doing it, we're also stopping and giving instructionals, like Lawrence is saying, right? For what kind of blades and different types of wood and everything else. So,
do we want to call it 80 hours so I can be like John and not be laughed at?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you know what? We'll never know unless somebody actually takes the time to do the math, watching where the saw is moving.
Okay, Charles, put it this
Yes.
way: like for my project that I've been doing, I got 4, 5, 6 hours in on this.
Cockatiel.
But that's starting from cutting the wood, sanding it down, applying the pattern, and everything else, right?
Yeah.
So that's 3/4 inch.
Very nice.
Look how square those letters are.
Yeah, buddy.
Look how
And
square.
when somebody asks me how long something took, I generally go just cutting time. But that's why I've always wanted to I've had a stopwatch around my neck, but remembering to hit the stopwatch. That's why I'd love to have something that's hooked up to the saw, so that while it's running, it's counting, and when it's not running, like as in you hit the power switch or the foot switch, and then that counter stops. I would love to have something like that for a scroll saw. That way, I'd never have to guess.
You could probably do that with like a stopwatch but every time you have, you could do that. Have an interrupter between your power and your switch. So that way, when you turn it on, stopwatch starts, and every time you turn it off, the stopwatch stops. That'll work.
Yeah. I'm not smart enough to do that, and
It's
that's not
the
me
same-
dogging myself. I don't have any technical know-how. Go ahead.
It'd be the same as a foot switch. You just put an electronic stopwatch in there, though.
Well, everything I've ever seen that was even similar to that was analog. It wasn't digital. I would want something digital so I didn't have to. I don't know. Oh, well. But I don't know if there's enough of a demand for something like that for it to be, quote unquote, the norm in the scroll sawing community. But it would be cool. I've been saying that for years, though. And the odds of breaking something in this are very high once I go to sand. So I'm going to have to be very careful, especially down there by the feet of everybody where all those flimsy pieces are. Yep. Now, if we can stop talking so I can scroll, just kidding. Come on now. I never would have guessed that many hours. Wow. I don't know how to feel about that. sort of it. Part of it's understandable, but part of it's not. That's why I'm overall embarrassed that it's taking that long. But stuff happens. But we definitely talk on this show.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not judging anybody else's show, but to me, I lose interest quicker if I'm only watching somebody scroll. If they're not talking, it kind of, for lack of a better word, bores me.
Dennis says go to Steve Good's page. He might have something that will work.
I've talked to Steve Good about it, but anything that involves me having to wire something or something, I wouldn't be able to. I would want somebody that confidently knows what they're doing to set something like that up. And then you'd have to, I would also like it to be able to be reset to 0. That way when I start a new project. But I want it to only count while the saw is on like it is right now and then stop counting once it's off. And then reset it to 0 when you start a new project. I think there's a demand for that, but maybe not enough to justify the cost of production kind of thing. Specifically for scroll saws, I mean. If I was smart and could set something like that up, I'd market the hell out of that. Want to know how long you cut a project? Well, here you go.
But wait, there's more.
It'll stand for you too. I'd be rich. Yeah, sell a fuzzyless spiral scroll saw blade. Now this particular cut's going to chatter more the more I get done because it's going to all loose at that end. So I'm going to put my finger there, reduce it a little bit. And when we're done with the roof, I'll flip it around so y'all can see it right side up because I think it'll look better. And then I'll turn it back around and do all these dang leaves. I thought about doing a live stream earlier in the day, but I was still a little bit tired, and I figured, you know, if I start it now, it won't last very long. And I kind of shot myself in the foot. Once I've done a couple of long ones in a row, I felt like it'd be a waste to only do one that's an hour long.
I can understand that.
Well, but yeah, definitely Native American, cowboy. If I had to choose my favorite things, it's Native American, cowboy, and animals.
I don't like I can't say I don't like doing vehicles, but there's too many straight lines on vehicles.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer doing nature and like rustic buildings because you can screw up a line, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So there's a market out there for vehicles, but I don't know if I've ever done a vehicle on a live stream. I don't know. I don't keep up with what I've done. I've done characters. I've done... Damn it. I don't know what all I've done. I've had a lot of live streams. Spider-Man, whatchamacallit. Woodden says, go to Steve Good's page and you'll see 2 ways to count time. We'll see if it's... anyway. Tim Dinsmore says, I missed some of what you were talking about. Did you mention an hour counter like in a farm tractor?
Yeah, but we're looking for one for 110 volt that'll plug in so that when you turn your switch on the scroll saw, that it starts counting up.
Yeah, and when you turn it off, it'll stop counting, and then you can reset it to 0. Now, I may be putting a dull blade in here that I had off to the side, but I guess we'll see.
or is that the one that's in backwards?
Larry, is that the one you want to see?
No, I
want
switched
try
that
to
one
get
around,
that?
Herb. I switched that one around after I saw it doing the fuzzies down on that 1 foot down there, and I put it right then. I flipped it up around, so it's not that one. That
So
one.
you have a close 10 hours, Tim.
Well, it was yesterday in your defense. We've all slept since then, even if not very long. But I must have put it off to the side for some reason. Maybe it was dull. I don't know, but here we go. Don't feel like I got the tension right on that. Nope, I did. Drink time. Tim says you can use a 12-volt transformer. See, this is all above my head. I'm not technical. And maybe I'm not patient enough to set it all up. I just want something that's a plug in and go. Because knowing me, if there's a way to burn down your shop setting it all up, I'll probably choose it unintentionally.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've had my fill of fires for a lifetime, just saying.
One is enough.
Yeah.
Mimi says she's got a friend that wants some Native American work done, Aboriginal work done, and she wants her to cut an Aboriginal scene, and she's gonna show her some of your pictures and the patterns, let her pick them out.
Nice.
I don't know. Are you guys still allowed to talk to them about they call them Native Americans down there?
Some people prefer Aboriginal, but I say Native American. But that's not me trying to disrespect anybody. I'm just not going to try to reteach myself how to talk, and that's not me trying to be mean. But maybe, yeah, you already read that. All right. Yeah, I had somebody message me the other day saying so and so, or I have people telling me they prefer the term Aboriginal, but I think of Australia when I think of Aboriginal.
Yeah,
so I just say Native American. Speaking of Australia, where is that fella at? It's about 2 p.m. on Monday for him.
Tim says he needs to go. He's got to get a bit of work done.
I appreciate it, Tim.
Tim. It's only just after midnight there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? You Canadians sure talk funny. Dang it, John, I wish you traveled a lot. We need to come visit.
See you later, Tim.
I do travel a lot.
Well, I meant like to Texas. I was talking off the air a couple of days ago. I think it was a couple of days ago. They'd run together, but John was saying we would get anything done if we met in person. And he's not wrong. But god dang it, it would be fun as hell, wouldn't it, John?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Same for Herb, but I mean, Herb's in Texas, so it's not unheard of that we could meet someday. If one of us,
Charles, the only problem with being partners is I'd hate to fire you.
I didn't have a witty comeback for that.
Yeah, I'm afraid if we're me, he'll send me to a corner.
Well, if we ever went into business together, I'd want us to be equal partners, but financially I wouldn't be able to do equal, so there's that, unless we, took from profits, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know of anything we could do that we could do from Canada and Texas.
Hey, you want to start a magazine? No.
Been done. That, I think the longer I've been in the community, the more enemies I'm making because I don't tolerate disrespect as much. So I seem moody to some people. So I can't say, hey, let's use my name, because my name is not a positive thing to everybody. So there's noticed that. And yeah, I'm throwing away these waste pieces. I should be saving them for when I'm sanding, but I can hand sand some of that stuff. Almost done with the roof. Yay! Oh, Tim is at work. So no wonder he wants to get some work done.
Yeah.
Mimi Lord said she calls herself Native American. Okay, then we're not offending anybody. And he says, I'll be back. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you being here, and hopefully you can come back. If not, it happens. We get it. Herb might be upset, but me and John will be okay. We love you, Herb.
Thank you.
You see how thrilled he sounds? Thank you for your love.
I get to go on a shopping spree tomorrow.
Yay. We should probably take off another 7 hours for me looking for pilot holes. Come on, that was funny, Dad. Blabbit. All right, maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know why she's being awful nice to me. She knows when I go shopping with her, I cost her too much money.
That's why my wife never suggests going shopping. And when she does, it's usually alone. My wife and I might have more fun together if I went more places with her, but she understands, but she doesn't resent me for it that I'm aware of. It's just a sad reality. Like she went on a week vacation to Colorado. I would have been welcome to go. I don't travel well.
You know, I find it odd that there's no actual timer you plug in line for.
Counting. Yep. Pretty sad state of affairs, by God. I brought it up to Ray over at Seco, brought it up to Steve Good, and I have a feeling some people may not want to pursue it because it's not cost effective to try to produce it and probably wouldn't be enough of a demand for it. I don't know. I could be wrong. And I'm not speaking for them. I've always said that's something I'd love to have. But I'd prefer it be digital than analog, where you got to look at some little rolling numbers and trying to guess where it would be mathematically. Like an odometer, that's what I mean when I talk about rolling numbers. So if I'm going to dream, I'm going to dream in digital, by God.
Yeah, Lawrence, I got those pictures. Is that what you want Charles to cut next, though?
What you talking about, Willis?
No, I'm talking to Lawrence on behind the scenes now.
Yeah. Well, it's not too far behind the scenes because I heard you.
Yeah, I know. Dennis has to go to bed. His meds are kicking in.
All right, Dennis, appreciate you being here, sir.
Take care, Dennis.
So far, a covered bridge is not an unheard of possibility for a future live stream, but they're pretty darn detailed. It could take me 120 hours. Yeah.
I don't have nothing but time to watch.
Me neither. And that's also a combination of, I guess you could call it landscape and structure, so it could have its appeal. Figuring out which one I want to do out of the two designs you saw.
Holy shit.
Is there a problem?
Oh, I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
Go to your corner.
Okay.
Well, the way you react, it sounded like it found a spider on your lap.
No, I checked my sugar.
Oh,
Is it high?
490, 495.
That means nothing to me.
and it means he doesn't know what's normal, what's high, what's
Normal
low.
is between 70 and 140.
I didn't even know that.
So it's a little high right now.
Just a little.
Bit.
I didn't know what was normal either, John, so don't feel bad.
That's like going in and getting your blood pressure taken. I'm like, 120 over 70. Is that good? I don't know what that means.
I'm the same way. And I went out and got a blood pressure thingy, or I don't know what the hell they're called, monitor. But I keep forgetting to do it. But some days it's high, and of course I'm on meds for high blood pressure and high cholesterol.
Yeah.
If I'd stopped going to the doctor, I'd stop finding all these things wrong with me, and I'd think I was healthy. Overall, I think I'm healthy, though. There's helicopters going overhead. I can hear a whole rumble of them. I think it's helicopters. I don't know if y'all can hear them or not. They're fading away now. But I live right next to a military base, so there's that. Not unheard of. It happens quite a bit. That or hearing 50 cal off in the distance, big old booms. I still can't believe North Carolina had an earthquake, but it is a coastal state. Excuse me. If I was the smart man, I'd have been saving the waste pieces out of the roof, but I'm not a smart man, so I have an excuse. You're welcome. It's awful quiet there, by God. It's always scary when you fellers are quiet. Well, I get it because Herb is muted, but John, if you're quiet, then that means you're thinking or multitasking.
Thinking?
Supposed to have your undivided attention here, mister. Just kidding.
You have it. I'm actually looking up your patterns.
Oh, anything you like? Anything you want to buy?
No. It's for Lawrence. Lawrence is looking for a mountain man.
I have a scene with mountain men on horses. I don't know what it's called.
It's called Mountain Men, actually.
Yeah. But none standing.
No, he's looking for one like
standing there with a rifle and a pose is put up on a rock kind of thing.
Yeah, like the ones that Jim Bloom has up. I'm trying to think of somebody who has a pattern like that. I don't even know. I'm thinking.
Can't find the stupid pilot hole.
Of course you can't.
Heck, blab it. I think it's time to use the ice pick. Not on myself, on the pilot hole.
Dang, love it.
Ooh. You got that Had a Bad Day song stuck in my head, and when I only know one line, I can only whistle part of it.
Do you know there's a skull of your design with the water, the what do you call those? The watermarks that is made by Charles Gearing on a Pinterest page? Under lasers.
Yeah, there's a bunch of my crap on Pinterest.
At least they could have done was taking your watermark off it, though.
Well, they don't care. There's some countries that don't care about copyrights, and some people that don't care about copyrights. I've been accused of the same thing, but not posting it for other people. I can't tell if that's a pilot hole or not. Yeah, a lot of people think because it's on Pinterest, it's free, it's out there. I can have it. I've never used Pinterest for designs. That's just me.
Like it's funny because like going through like I'm just on a Google search right now, but I can tell whose patterns are whose.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Well, it is, but you know you can tell who is stealing work though.
Oh, yeah. Well, some people will find images on Pinterest and make their own little collection of them, but they're not necessarily the ones that stole them, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know. This item is unavailable. Pretty good.
All right. Herb still moved my pilot hole while I was flipping it over.
Damn it, Herb.
I've definitely lost my depth perception as I've gotten older because I used to be able to find the pilot holes very quick, and then now I'm nowhere near them when I finally find the pilot. Never mind, I can't talk. There we go.
Did you drill all those ones with your Seiko drill thing, or?
Yes, sir. I believe I did it on the live stream. I could be wrong. No, a lot of times I do.
Then they are directly up and down, right? They're not on an angle.
Yep. There are some live streams because I didn't want to end the live stream, or I just wanted to be able to talk and chat. There are some live streams where I've done tracing and pilot holes on a live stream, but I try to have them done before the live stream. And then we'll have a contest about how many pilot holes there are. That's back when people like me. So there's that. We're going to take us an energy drink. Swig my energy drink. Shocker to no one. What are you looking so hard for, John? Or are you just surfing?
Am I what?
Are you just surfing the internet, or are you looking for something specific?
I'm looking for something specific.
Okay. I'll allow it.
There's so many images on Pornhub, it's just hard to find the right one.
Holy monkey. Back to your corner. No,
Yeah.
I don't trust you in the corner now.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why everybody's so dishonest on the internet. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, even some free patterns that I got when I signed up to one of the Scroll Saw magazines there, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a free pattern from you and a couple from Sheila Landry and Sue May and blah, 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 and all them, right?
Yeah.
And there's Eagle Leaf that I know was a free pattern I got. And it's on Pinterest, but they're selling it. Oh, okay, I'll tell you how much they're selling it for.
Yeah. And I'm not being racist here. I'm being factual based on what I've seen. But the worst offenders are Middle Eastern and Russian. That's where I've seen the region that has the most people posting things that aren't theirs. And you can point it out to some of them and they won't care. Well, it's out there, so it's mine. But I think part of what's not helping me, besides the fact that my patterns are so detailed, is all the free patterns out there. And I'm not mad at those guys. It's just a sad reality that the free patterns are making the people's desire to pay for patterns less. Some people will still do it. I don't have anything against those individuals. It just is what it is. So every now and then I'll call myself the Garth Brooks of patterns, not because I'm as popular as Garth Brooks, but because I often retire from selling patterns because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Five more cuts and the roof will be done. Yay.
Scroll Saw patterns on eBay. Like, I'm on a Pinterest site right now, and there's a pattern that I just cut that I got for free, but apparently it's for sale on eBay now too.
Is it by any chance for sale by the person who created it?
No.
Huh. Maybe we need to alert that designer if you know who it is. Well, if you purchased it, you probably do know.
I got it for free in one of the Score magazines. Well, because I purchased the magazine, right?
Yeah.
So the on this one Pinterest site, Robert Lewis is the designer. But over on it redirected eBay. Oh, error. Yeah, it doesn't exist there anymore. But it's on the Pinterest site still.
Of course.
I don't know why people got to be so dishonest, man. It's just so much easier just to talk to people and find out what you need.
Yep. Tim Dinsmore says drinking Big B water here. And Lawrence Alder says, and sometimes they tell you it's copyrighted.
I got into a discussion with my ex-wife once. She said, you can't take a copy of those pictures and post them on the internet or on Facebook because they're copyrighted. Now, she figures that because she was a photographer, which means she had a camera.
Yeah.
And she wrote on the back of the picture, copyright, and then her name, that she owned the copyright to those pictures. And I couldn't have them, even though I'm their father, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not how it works. Yeah, as long as I write copyright on the back and put my name, it's copyrighted. I'm like, no.
That and you posting pictures of kids is not the same as a outright copyright thief.
No, but it's my child, right? So like,
yeah.
She took a picture of my child. That's right.
Yeah. That's a whole different context, though, because you're not claiming to be the photographer.
Yeah.
You're not trying to make money off the picture. You're showing your child. Some people ain't all there, John. I know that comes as a shock to you.
I try to be, but it don't happen.
Yeah. I was going to say the same thing about myself, but I get in trouble from Florida Woodwork for dogging myself all the time, so I held back that one time.
That's what I'm here for, to pick up the slack. Not the only thing I can pick up.
Well, I guess the great glitch of 2020 has gone away.
Yeah. Thank the Lord.
Well, I was a little bit biased. I was getting views out of it. I could pretend it was.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, but there's still the knuckleheads in there.
Yeah. I wish I knew how to reach that dude, let him know that police didn't show up. So he could write an angry letter or call and threaten them.
Yep.
And I'm too scared of him to look for him. Totally kidding. What the hell was that? A yawn?
Yawning?
Yeah.
That was a very weird sound.
Like, what the hell was that?
Sound like somebody legitimately losing their mind all of a sudden.
That's hard for me to lose that. I lost that a long time ago.
Tim Dinsmore says Big 8. I guess that's the drink he was drinking, Big 8. Oh, I thought that was a B. Big 8 water. Okay. Sorry about that, Tim. Lawrence says, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that Pinterest done people that way. Sorry, guys. It's not your fault, Lawrence. That's just one way to find out. But yeah, it happens. But you're definitely not the first. So don't worry about it. It's the people posting it there that are doing wrong, not the people taking from it.
Yeah, like when you go to post patterns or, well, see, in my groups, you can't post patterns. And if you post something that you cut, and try and mention the designer or where you got it from. And if you don't know, just ask most of the moderators.
Yeah.
And then most of those will be like, well, where did you get that from?
Yeah. All right, John, I need you to sing a jig because I need to say howdy do to nature. Or Herb, if you're so inclined to sing, one of y'all, but just don't get a copyright strike.
I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, Ted sticks and gets sprayed.
John, it's your turn.
What did you just say? Wow, that's pretty bad. I don't know. I'm not in the mood to sing right now. I can. I don't know. I can't do any singing or nothing else. He didn't even put us on camera. Oh man.
Tell us a story.
A story. Wow. I don't even know stories. I don't do stories either.
I thought you was gonna finish that piece when I left earlier.
Yeah, well, I was going to. Now, everyone was asking when Charles was on, so I asked Charles, and he put his link up that he was going on.
He just cut you right off at the pass, didn't he?
Yeah, no, that's fine though. I didn't have a problem with that. Well, see, because this way I can actually finish it up tomorrow and do the finish sanding and the routering on it. So, yeah, that'll work. So that'll work for me anyway. That's not a problem. It's not like I'm gonna spend 115 hours on one piece anyway. So, ha ha ha.
Oh, yeah. Uh,
Not supposed
that's not.
not supposed to be quiet when I get here. Go ahead.
He was just talking.
Sure, sure.
Go back and look.
Ugh.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Welcome to my world, sir.
Must not be in tune.
All right. Where you got?
Oh, yeah. You going to take me to Walmart and Harbor Freight Tools? Yeah, I'm spending money.
I miss having money.
It's overrated, Charles.
Till I sleep.
I don't have it long enough to rate it, so I get it. Mimi Lord said, wait, Tim wants to know what your YouTube link is, John. Mimi Lord says, you have to move to Facebook for phone dying. Oh, I have to move to Facebook. Phone dying. Okay, Mimi.
Isn't your phone going to die on Facebook over there too?
I love getting these weird random messages on my phone about CBD oil.
It's good for you, apparently.
Yeah, but everything I've ever researched is expensive. And I also don't like getting spam on my phone. That's just me. So somebody out there sharing my dang phone number. Anyway, as you gentlemen and ladies, coming up on 2.5 hours, and all I've done is the roof. See, I would never would have guessed it would have taken this long to do the roof, not counting the talking parts like right now. But I think I done forced myself to have to finish this tonight so I could be all by myself at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'm just kidding. Hopefully not that long.
Yeah, the boss said I had to go to bed at a decent hour.
Well, she'll be asleep. She won't know if you didn't. It's up to you, obviously. I guess if you want to live longer, you got to do what the boss says, blah, blah.
Okay, where's everybody else at? The other panel members?
Ain't no telling. Russ never showed up. Jamie's doing something else or went to bed.
Russ is probably still in trouble.
Yeah.
The frog lady's still moving.
I don't know where Ranty Coley Gertrude Smith Jr. is. Probably still moving. Been a while since I messed up that long name, huh?
I'm telling
Getting better
you.
at it.
Here it is, 10:49, and it's still 90 degrees.
Welcome to Texas.
I'll be glad when I can go back to having the windows open all day long.
If If I could choose, it would be low to mid 70s all year round. Yep. Any comments happening?
No, this is asking for my my YouTube page.
Yep. So what y'all talk about while I was gone?
Oh, I was asking John. I thought he told me he was going to finish that when he was gone. When I left the live stream earlier, but he didn't. Then I tried to get him to tell me a story. He wouldn't do that.
All right, I'm gonna give you 6 more minutes here, Charles.
Fine.
Yeah.
What I meant to say is thank you, sir.
No, you
That's
stayed
what I
till
got out of
11
it.
o'clock.
It's like asking the question, "Oh, what's the matter? Oh, what's wrong? Nothing." Oh, okay, all right.
Three more cuts and the roof will be done. Yay. Yes. This piece will be a lot more stable if Josh hadn't made me cut that shadow.
I don't know. I'm thinking that you would have cut it before you went to do the top of the roof anyway.
Probably. But after these 3 cuts, I'll flip it around so people can see it right side up, see it looking more like a barn. But if you're in Australia, you can already see it right side up. Lawrence says it's nice to have. Unless, did you already read that, John?
No, he didn't. I was fixing to.
No, you just put that up.
All right, you're welcome to read it if you want to, Herb. You got to earn your paycheck somehow.
Lawrence says it's nice to have people to talk to without a lot of arguing. Yes, Lawrence, you are 100%.
I like a lot of arguing.
What is that supposed to mean, Lawrence? Come on, seriously.
See, I just said I like to having a lot of arguing. So me and John were on the same page. We wanted to add arguing.
Oh, y'all go right ahead.
John just thinks he's leaving soon. He doesn't know he's tied into here. His work has already been informed.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's my boss's name? Where do I work, Charles?
You cannot leave or I'll call the cops.
I got cookies waiting inside.
I will
I
not.
got pudding waiting inside, actually.
I will not. Did you say pudding?
Yeah, pudding, pistachio pudding.
Damn it! Don't talk about food. That's the quickest way to get me off of a live stream. And I'm not going to answer your question about where do you work and all that because you already know. That would be silly.
Maybe Herb wants to know.
Tell him.
Oh, I know it's for a sign.
Yep.
But go ahead.
And your boss's name is Sir.
Sir. I've never called him sir.
Thank you, Daddy, for the paycheck.
You guys aren't very observant because during the week the patch is on my shirt on every live stream.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you had live stream. Oh, I went there.
On everybody else's live stream or when I do my own.
I don't pay attention to you. I'm looking at the cut.
Yeah.
Until you're looking at my pretty face.
So forgive us for not being fashion judges and looking at your clothes. You okay, Herb?
Yeah.
Okay. once John leaves, you can't be killing over on my live stream.
I was just joking when he said you want to see his pretty face.
Oh,
Yeah. I'd always be like, no. My eyes are up here. My eyes are up here.
that's funny.
I don't care who are.
I think
Dude.
it's funny how John went inside yesterday and still ended up in the chat.
Well, so here's the story. So I go inside, right? You got everything turned off. The TV's off. The lights are off. She's waiting for me in the kitchen. I'm like, oh, is it bedtime? She's like, yeah. Oh, I thought it was 10 o'clock. She goes, no, it's midnight. I'm like, okay, well, let's go to bed then. So we go downstairs and we go to bed. And it wasn't even what, 45 minutes later, and I was back online with you guys. And because I was hungry, I couldn't freaking sleep. My legs were cramping up, so I had to take pills anyway. So that's why I come back upstairs. To start watching TV, and then you guys are still on. I'm like, fuck, look at that. Those guys are still on.
And the rest is history, baby. He told her.
Yes, Mimi, we missed you.
Totally missed you, ma'am. Totally missed you.
Chris Nealon says he took a break and watched your Calm Down video, The Hulk, and fantastic and funny.
Thank you, sir. That was back when I was somewhat creative. Now I'm just here.
Well, when was your Hulk video? That was last year, wasn't it?
Hell if I know. Been a
Wow,
while.
really?
I lose track of days and nights, much less months and years.
That was 5 years ago? No way.
Wow. I'll be dang.
Yeah, I need to finish getting this stuff organized for tomorrow. I can't find nothing.
I never would have dreamed it that video was that old, but yep. I didn't know I'd been on YouTube for 5 years, if I'm being honest.
That's not the same one I'm thinking of, though. That's stupid ads. Well, that one's just your Incredible Hulk one. I'm looking for the other one.
What other one?
The one you did with Bruce Banner with the three of them. You did Bruce Banner in halfway one.
The pattern. I don't know when that. Dag blabbit. I don't know when that was. I got 2 more loaded blades, and then I'm gonna have to start reloading again. Now I gotta find one that needs to be untwisted. Hopefully that'll work.
Didn't you cut that one out online though? Oh yeah, there it is.
No, I just created the pattern.
Yeah, you called it back to the classics.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was 6 months ago. See, I remember that one. Not a problem, Lawrence. That's what we're here for. Help people do their things.
Tim says, time flies when you're having fun, by God.
Yeah, that was his calm down video. It's his 4-minute one.
Yep.
Oh, see, I told you. Good, Charles.
What?
Gotta go. See, I'm getting a message now.
Oh, you got trouble? Huh? I mean, terribly sorry to see you go, sir.
No, I'm not in trouble.
R2.
All right.
Go ahead
I'll
and
see all you guys later.
Appreciate you being here. There is a woman here, so acknowledge her. Not here, but on the chat.
Good night. Goodbye, Mimi. Have a good night.
see you later, John.
And we'll see all you guys later. And I don't mean later tonight either.
Take care, John.
Be good. Appreciate you being here, mister.
Everybody in the chat, have fun, and we'll talk to you guys later too on my shows.
Yay.
All right, bye.
Toodles. And he's gone. It's just me and Hoib.
9 boys caught some.
I feel so bad because John didn't get to see me finish the roof. See, I hate it when somebody says, if they look at a project, how long do you think that'll take you? See, I would have never guessed it would have taken me 2 hours and 45 minutes to finish the roof. So that's how bad of a guesser I am. I would have guessed an hour tops on the roof.
I don't understand that. But you really never know how long it's going to take you.
Especially when you stop and talk and take Dr. Pepper breaks and all kinds of stuff. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I don't blame you.
Oh, God. I'm not going to lie, I kind of missed the glitch. I felt more popular.
I know it's kind of boring.
Well, I ain't going to say that because I don't want to piss off the few viewers I have.
I'm just teasing you, trying to get a laugh out of you.
Hee-hee.
Yeah, but I apologize for that language slip earlier.
Oh, hell, it happened. I don't give a damn. I don't.
No, because I've been muted for so long, and then after I said it, I looked up and it says, "I'm muted."
It happened, sir.
I just realized I can't have pasta anymore.
Why for not?
The starch in it, what brings up the sugar.
Dang it. Yeah, we can't talk about food or I'm going to run off.
I know. That's why I had my camera and sound off earlier.
And Pizza Hut, it probably isn't open for Chris Nealon to bribe me with it. I'll have to have a sandwich. All right, Dr. Pepper. And then we'll do that last cut on the roof, and I'll flip it around so y'all can see how plumb pretty it is, and then we'll get on them boring old leaves. Lawrence Alter says, I get you. Catch y'all later. Or catch y'all tomorrow. Prayers for everyone. You too, Lawrence. Appreciate you being here, sir. That's some good stuff right there.
Said I actually got a project done today. We'll do another one tomorrow. I'm feeling accomplished.
Donna Presley messaged me over on Facebook saying, dang, internet out all day till at least tomorrow sometime. Dag blabbit. And Mimi says, I actually got a project. Did you already read that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. I was so busy multitasking, I weren't paying attention to my own show.
I know the feeling. Yeah, Donna seems like she's a character.
Yep, she's a hoot. Yeah, she used to scroll all the time, then she went to making pens, and then she went to sewing stuff. You just never know who's going to drop out of the scene.
Yeah, I understand that.
All right, we're going to turn this around so folks can see what it looks like with the roof done. And then we'll get back on them there trees, by God. Well, I guess I can do it right side up for y'all instead of just me. But
Oh, that's what it looks like.
For some reason that looks really bright right there because the light's on there. So let me lift that up. Sort of, kind of, somewhat. We're getting there. It looks skewed from here, but okay. So let me flip it back over, work on the dang leaves that Herb just had to have on there. We could have just been done right now, but no.
I know, I'm sorry.
It happens. I'm gonna go down this edge. That way everything that has a straight line in it will be gone. Ugh, or cut, whatever. We'll forgive you this time. I'm being honest with myself. As long as that roof took, I don't know if I will be done on this live feed. I thought I would be, but good Lord.
No, it's not. There's always tomorrow.
And the next day. And the next day. That's funny right there, I'll tell you what.
Chris Neiman says, gentlemen, good night. I have an electrician coming at 8 a.m. to meet the inspector.
Appreciate you being here, Mr. Neely. Thank you for all your pizza bribes and your friendship and your loyal viewership and stuff like that. I got some lines not going up to there, so I'm going to darken those in.
Yeah, he's getting a solar panel to the grid.
Nice. Lord, it's way too quiet out there.
Stephen said, thanks, Doc.
Dog. Dr. Pepper. See what he did there? That was fun, eh? And then there were 6. Okay, let's do this. What's funny though is I could actually be done with this before Josh has the frames made. Ha ha.
Yeah. Mimi wants to know, what do you enjoy doing more? Drawing patterns or cutting them?
Depends on my mindset. Sometimes it's pattern, sometimes it's cutting. So I wish I could give you a better answer. It just depends on my mindset at the time. But I guess one way to tell is how active I'm doing. If you see me posting a lot of cuttings or live feeds, that means it's the cutting. If you see me posting a lot of patterns, that means I'm more motivated to do those. And I haven't done patterns in a while, so I guess right now it'd be cutting. That was my long answer to a short question, because that's what I do. I don't always give clear answers or quick answers, but I give answers. Yep. Hold the noise down, please, Mr. Herb.
Okay. Right now I'm holding this hairy little kid.
Okay.
Trying to calm me out of some sleep.
Let's see how long I can make myself sick with this. Did you notice in the description of this live feed I said, will I finish? Or something like
Hey, yeah, I've seen that.
I think that's what I said, or at least implied something similar. Dag blab it. Really? That means I had the tension too tight. That sucks, booty. Never mind, I shouldn't have said
Yes,
that. But
it says, will I finish it tonight?
yeah. Dag nabbit. Okay, that one's got a twist in it, so I have to start from scratch, and we'll have to use number 3s from this point on. Dag nabbit. You think I'm breaking them now? Just give me a chance, I tell you what. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of number 3s. Just saying. We'll just do them one at a time, so that way I don't have to load up a bunch and bore everybody more than I already have. They come in.
That's the part I hate, right there.
I like that part. Once you just pull on the end there, and then it'll find the end of it, and just roll it, and there you go.
Okay, I'm going to give you a challenge.
Oh hell, what?
Next time, Try getting that little wire off one end.
Oh, all right. You got me on that one. I didn't stop and think about that. Sorry.
That's all right.
Let me go ahead and load a few blades since I'll probably break some. Some of my blades are some of my clamps are on the floor, but I ain't gonna load that many. We could start out with 5.
Positive.
Yep. So we got 5 blades. There's 4 clamps there, 1 over here out of view. If I break 5 blades, then that's probably a sign I shouldn't be scrolling tonight anyway. Ooh. Where am I at? Where am I at? There we are. I guess I can show you all this part, but it's not exciting. This is usually on the lower, like you got the table here, it's usually on the front right corner. But since I have this huge table over here, I have it over here with a little piece of angled aluminum, whatever you want to call it. I got to move the camera though because it's in my way. I got to be able to see over here. Come on now. You got to get it right in the middle of there, otherwise it'll be all kinds of wonky. And then I tighten it a little bit.
Yeah, you can't have that blade all cattywampus.
No, sir. Cattywampus is horrible. It would kill 10 ordinary men. But lucky for me, I've never been accused of being ordinary. It's one of those times where having bad eyesight is not a good thing. Not that it's ever a good thing. Okay, I got to move the camera crane up. I keep bumping into it. Now, if I have any bald spots, you'll see them, and I just lost a blade, I think. No, I didn't. I took it off. I'm having to lean way over to my right to do this. The things I do for you folks. And you can over tighten these things. They can break the little set screw in the side of that clamp there. And this is a wrench that tightens it.
Yeah, I find out when I'm cutting, I got to use a magnifying visor.
Magnifying messes with my eyes too much, although my eyesight's going to hell. Magnifier shocks my eyesight too much, so I find myself not being able to do anything with one. There's 2 more, then we got to do slight bit of untwisting of the blades because the Hegner needs both ends to be facing the same direction.
I just really don't want to have to get trifocals.
I think I have trifocals. Dang it. Keeps trying to go off center when I tighten it. There we go. Now I gotta untwist them. Ooh. Gonna drive me to drinking, I tell you what.
You mean I gotta quit driving that hot rod Lincoln?
Yes, sir. Son, you're gonna drive me to drink. I better not sing it because of the copyright strike. For those of you youngins out there, it's a classic song. I don't know how many different people have sang it, but I remember a group called Asleep at the Wheel singing it, but I'm pretty sure other people have sung it. I don't know who originally did it because I don't care that much.
Mimi says, don't they make flat end spirals? Yes, ma'am. That's what he is using.
Yeah, the thing is, Mimi, is although they're flat ended, in most clamping systems they'll work, but for the Hagner, they have this little clamp here, and as you can see, it's a very narrow thing. So the end has to be going this way, but the top clamp is set up the same way. So the top has to also be going the same direction, and every now and then it's like this. So although it's flat, I got to twist it the same direction as the bottom. So most people don't have to do this, only if you have a Hagner. So that's what I'll be doing slightly off camera, but I'm only doing it for 5 blades, so it shouldn't take 20 hours like it does me to cut a project. 20, 115 maybe.
Give or take a few seconds.
Yes, sir. Herb, can you think of anything to talk about so I don't bore the hell out of people while I'm doing this?
No, my mind is just in a total blank.
Welcome to my world. It's hard to get these things dialed in just right because my hands don't work the way I want them to. That might be good for that one. I wish I had a topic I could talk about while I'm doing this so I don't bore people further. Let's talk about ducks. I'm kidding. That was a little joke.
Mine just died.
Sounded like it was choking at least. I haven't made her crack up yet tonight, dagnabbit. I'm falling short of my duties.
Yeah, Herb's just pretty much out of today. He's tired.
Well, he's a little weird too, if I'm being honest. But
let's don't tell nobody.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't have the heart to tell him that, so there's that. He's kind of a girly man. Probably start crying if I dogged him on the air, so it's a good thing I don't do that. Yeah, just like that. That's why we don't want to tell him.
Oh.
We love you, Herb, by God. We do.
I'm glad somebody does.
Not enough to pay your bills, but enough to take your RV.
Yeah, that subject got brought up today.
Me getting the RV? Or who gets it?
No, a new RV.
Ooh. What do you do when you get a new one? You trade them in?
Yeah, but we ain't getting one.
I'll say, how am I supposed to get your RV if you trade it in? That is not the way I planned that.
Because I like the payment we have now.
Yeah.
She wants one that's got the living room upstairs.
Some of these are harder to untwist than others. It's hard to explain, but living room upstairs. Copy.
Yeah, above the fifth wheel.
Wow. I already did that one.
Of course, when she does anything, she'll research the heck out of it.
Well, I wish she could research getting me a bumper pull, damn it. But I don't expect she loves me that much. She'd be lucky to know my name.
Yeah, she don't see
Oh,
yours.
because of your nightmares?
Yeah, yeah, 'cause I kind of talk about
You wake up in a cold sweat. Charles, leave me alone.
That's funny right there.
Maggie, dare I ask what you talk about? Or are you just telling her?
Oh, she wants to know who you on the line with all night long.
My boyfriend.
So there's some throwed off guys that lives in Gatesville. And one lives in Canada, the other one lives in the UK.
But your favorite one's here in Texas in Gatesville, by God. Pretend, work with me.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, if I break 5 blades, that's when it's time to stop for the night. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know something's going to be up. She says, come on, let's go somewhere. Yeah, I really want to go. That's what happened the last time.
I give my left arm to have a dang RV. Philippe Robert says, hi, bonjour, de la France. Hello, Philippe. Thank you for being here, sir.
I don't know, we in the vortex again?
No, there's only 4 of you. That's not a very good vortex if there's only 4 viewers, but we appreciate all 4 of you, by God. Unless we were both babbling through the vortex and that's on the tail end of it. Hell, I don't know.
That ain't what I want.
I've heard that before.
Yeah. Yeah, this deal that when we did this one, went by way too quick.
What do you mean went by way too quick? I'm confused.
Well, we went over and did the paperwork and stuff, see about getting it.
Yeah.
And they approved it within hours.
I'm used to.
And then at the time we didn't have nobody to, pull the trailer. They sent a guy out here to pull it to the dealership, and we thought we had at least a day to
Prepare.
to get everything moved out, which we didn't. And Pam was looking all over for help. And the guy at the RV dealership had 6 of his employees come over and help her get everything out of here.
Well, that's cool. All right. I'm still listening. I'm just scrolling again.
Oh, but I hope we don't go through that again.
Well, maybe prepare.
I cussed like a sailor, but she did.
This blade's acting dull, and it was brand new. Oh, well.
You're not pushing as hard as you would on number 5, so number 3's going to feel dull. I reckon.
But if you ever want to surprise me with an RV, it has to be a bumper pull because I don't have a 5th wheel hitch. But I'll hold my breath while you surprise me with a RV.
Yeah. The only thing wrong with the bumper pull, you got to get everything, in there right. Because you got something off kilter, too much weight in the back,
Yeah.
it'll road walk with you.
It'll what?
Road walk.
Oh,
You'll be pulling it down the road, and you'll see the trailer back and forth, back and forth.
well, with me, since I wouldn't use it all the time, I would probably not have that much stuff in it. So, if that helps that.
Yeah, every trailer or picture you ever see of somebody with their RV on the side,
Yeah.
always a bumper pull. Because they don't distribute the weight correctly.
I don't like the way this blade is acting. And I think my tension just loosened on its own. Yeah, a little bit. This one might break. I'm having issues with this blade.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Somebody posted that they was getting rid of their RV, and they was wanting like 50,000. Good God Almighty! I don't need 5 slide out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd give dang near anything to have one. I'm gonna start this one from scratch because that other blade, something was going wrong with it.
Yeah,
Doesn't feel right.
but there's a lot of tricks you got to learn.
Yes, sir. Like what?
All about anything. We went from a big house, 1,100 square feet down to like 200 square feet, and it was hard for her downsizing.
Yeah. Well, I definitely won't live in one, but I definitely travel more in one. That's why I want one so bad. But
Instead, pull into a rest stop and just crawl in it and go to sleep for a couple hours.
yeah, and I'd never be able to get one unless somebody was willing to do payments on it. I have relatively decent credit, but my debt to income ratio is where I fall short. Of course, once that truck payment's gone. But since I don't travel a lot now, it wouldn't make financial sense for me to try to get an RV. But I don't know. I sure want one. Okay, travel trailer, whatever the term is.
Yeah, when we got this one, we put $5,000 down on it, and then payments are like $250
Well, that's bearable.
a month.
$250 is bearable, but coming up that $5,000 would be hard. I could do $250. I've been doing $325 for quite a while now. That's actually promising.
Then you,
Do you mind if I ask what your credit score was at the time?
it was in the low sixes.
What is going on with my saw? Everything's acting weird. It's like I'm cutting with something with no teeth on it.
Yeah, you went down to them number 3s, and it feels funny.
Well, I mean, but it's not even cutting that good. It's extremely weird. I don't get it. The tension is right, but it's the teeth are aimed correctly. What the hell is going on? Did I get a bad batch?
Could have.
That would piss me off. No, there's teeth on there. That is weird. I might have been caught on something. I don't know. That could be part of it.
Yep.
Okay, let me slide that around so we can avoid being caught on anything. It's completely on the table now, except for what's hanging off. So if this acts weird, I'm going to be a little miffed.
Yeah, really the only problem we've had with this one,
Mm-hmm.
we had to put a new ice box in it.
Yeah.
Of course, the ice boxes are in them, you know, they're electrical and propane. And she hated them, but it went out on us, and she decided to put a regular household fridge in here,
Man, what?
which helped a big lot.
There should not be this big of a difference between number 3 and number 5. Something is going wrong. The second blade in a row acting weird to me.
Russ's fault.
Somebody, whoever it is, don't like me very much because that's plumb frustrating. Let me start fresh on tension and all that. So let me put it in there, tighten it down, loosen the tension, start fresh. There goes nothing. That's just weird. I hate it when I can't justify why something's happening. Lack of logic bothers me. Okay, I'm not hanging off. I'm hanging off the table, but I'm not bumping anything. Try this again. Acting okay right this second, but nope, when I go that direction, it messes with me.
Could it just be a hard spot in that ply?
I don't know, but it's something hard because I'm pushing like hell right now and it won't cut. Wow. What the hell's going on here? See how it just went way off the line like that? I was pushing like hell trying to get it to cut. I've never had that happen. That's weird.
And the twilight is on again.
Dagnabbit.
Well, I didn't mean to make you cut petrified leaves.
No, I'm gonna actually unsecure where these brads are because I want to see it. Well, I wouldn't be able to see if there was a hard spot in the ply. Nothing looks out of place where I've been cutting. That is weird, dude. Hopefully that stops happening. Okay, there's teeth up to here. Now it goes all the way down to here before there's any teeth in there. I don't know, does that make any sense? Is that normal? I'm down to here before any teeth start. And part of that's in the that might be part of it. I don't know. Let me look at another blade. Something is off. That's just it ain't working right. Maybe I'm used to how a number 5 cuts. I don't know. But that is really, I've never had that issue. And I can't like stop doing live streams till I get the order because I haven't even ordered the other ones yet because I can't figure out the damn website. So we're going to try. If this one does it again, I'll switch to another blade and pray that it's not a bad batch.
Yeah, usually when I order blades, I call them.
I have to only because their website's hard to navigate. They don't give you an option. Click here for however many grosses. It's weird.
Yeah. This lady I usually talk to, her name's Carrie.
Yeah.
She's a sweet lady.
That might have been who I talked to too, but I don't know.
Yeah, usually when I call for order blades, I'm usually on the phone at least 10 minutes talking about whatever. She usually starts the conversation.
Now, when I'm pulling the piece towards me in that direction is when it seems to be doing that weird crap. See, right now it's like I'm trying to go through a nail. Dude, I'm pulling with everything I got, literally. I'm white knuckling it and it won't cut. I can smell the wood burning. I'm gonna try one more blade. This is really weird. If I have to unbundle another bundle in that pack, I'll do that. This is really, really, really weird there, Herb.
Yeah, especially after 2 blades, fixing to try the third.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you could tell how hard I was pulling, but it wasn't cutting.
Yeah, I can see you putting some pressure on it.
That right there will take the fun right out of your scroll project, by God. I mean, if there's a bad spot in the ply, I have no idea how to figure that out. Because I'm not seeing anything once the cutout is done that shows something dark inside the ply or whatever. That is so weird. Well, that one cut. It's still acting dull, but maybe it's because the teeth are smaller. I have no idea. But at least the dang thing's cutting.
Yeah, it must be just a bad batch.
Hopefully it's not every single blade in that batch. Hopefully it was just that cluster I unraveled. I guess we're going to find out here directly.
Yep, the chat is awful quiet.
Oh, we got 3 viewers. One of them might be you. Could be wrong. Where's the glitch when you need it?
That's it. I need a good laugh.
I could have sworn I had more number 5s. I really do. Let me glance a little more. Number 3, number 3, number 3. Empty. Let me check my next shelf down. While I'm standing here, where's my coffee can that has all the dang scroll saw blades in them? There it is. Ooh. Hell, I can't get to nothing. Herb has my shop in a mess over here and behind me. He'll never let me see him, but he shows up to sabotage, I tell you what.
Yeah, next time I come over to sabotage, I'll clean it up a little bit.
Much obliged, much obliged. Okay, let's see if we got any number 5s over here. Kind of gonna doubt it, but let's see. That's not number 5. Even got some of those old Vermont American spiral blades that used to be at either Home Depot or Lowe's. I don't remember which, but they don't give sizes on them.
No, I used to get them from Ace Hardware. In my opinion, they're the worst blades you can get. Ain't nobody on Facebook. I guess everybody's getting ready to go to work tomorrow. How dare them? I need them to come over here and keep us company. Well, I believe I lost you. Well, I'm glad you're still here, Mimi. Wonder what happened. The only picture I can see is me. Charles must not realize he knocked himself off yet. So, Mimi, what kind of project were you doing today that you finished?